Welcome to Pikeview High School in Gardner, West Virginia. Tonight, Video Productions presents week 2 of the high school football season. It's the Liberty Raiders, 0-1, taking on the Pikeview Panthers. They're also 0-1. Hello again, everybody. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas. We have the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. Jackie Moon here on camera. We welcome you into the Dutch Miller Beckley Auto Mall pregame show. And we think we're going to have a really good game tonight, Eric, because when we were looking at the numbers preparing before we came on the air, both Liberty and Pikeview, they really mirror each other. Each team had a hard time finding the end zone. They might want to tweak their GPS a little bit because Pikeview only got in the end zone one time last week, losing to Summers County 15-7. Liberty, I guess, technically got in the end zone twice because they got a touchdown and a two-point conversion, but only one touchdown, and they scored 8 in the game we had in the 34-8 loss to Poca. So now tonight we'll see which offense might be able to put up more than one score.
Yeah, and tonight is going to be a good test for both teams after a week of practice and film study to correct the mistakes, because I think the Liberty Raiders, us doing that game last week, they left a few points out there on the field. So a lot of correctable things, and for Pikeview, the thing they can lean on is they only scored 7, but they only gave up 15.
Yeah, and when you look at the numbers, though, Pikeview, their quarterback, they only threw the ball 5 times. They only had one completion. They only threw 10 yards was all they got through the air, and that was by their quarterback, Braden Mullins. But they've got an outstanding all-purpose player in Peyton Mounts, and Mounts had 7 carries for 106 yards, their lone touchdown. That averages out to 15 yards per carry. And on the flip side, when you look at Liberty, Jackson Workman, Coach Workman's son, the freshman quarterback for Liberty, he completed 4 of 14 for 56 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. And then they had Isaac Williams did Liberty. He had 20 carries for 106 yards. So they really do mirror one another from the total points they scored last week and from their stats.
Yeah, and the thing that stuck out for me in the stats from our great statistician is that Liberty, yards were even. They outgained Poca actually 307 to 305. But they gave up multiple big plays in the passing game. So if you could take one thing that each coach is probably going to do, Liberty defensively is going to really try to shut Pikeview's run game down and say beat us through the air. But if you're Pikeview, you might want to try to spread them out and take a page from Poca, try to hit some big plays.
Well, you're right. The big plays was the big difference in last week's game. In fact, the very first series, if you remember, Poca, they had 2 false starts and then a timeout before they ever ran a snap, a play, and then they were able to hit Liberty over the top on the game's first play for a touchdown. And, Eric, I thought that sequence right there really took a lot of wind out of the sails from Liberty.
Yeah, and I think that got Poca rolling on the road because, it looked like things were dire, first 2 plays, 2 penalties on the road, but the coach did a great job of calming his troops down, and Liberty pretty much on the heels the rest of the game.
And Liberty also got stopped on the goal line as well and then gave up a 99-yard drive.
Yeah, and that's the 2 things that I think Liberty can do. If they can protect the ball and not turn it over and really not give up the big play, Liberty had their chances in spots in that first half to be in the game with Poca.
Well, it's Liberty 0-1, Pikeview 0-1. One of these teams will get their first win tonight. Another thing these teams are a lot alike, Eric, is their color schemes. Each team is black, white, and red. So we'll tell you about that when we come back. We'll take our first break as we're here in our Dutch Miller Beckley Auto Mall pregame show, getting you near the top of the hour for the kick between 0-1 Liberty against 0-1 Pikeview. Streaming live here on Video Productions.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Seconds on the clock. He hands it off. Finds a hole in the middle. Clear. Nothing but moves. Incredible. A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza. Better with Pepsi.
We won't raise your rates just because of an accident. Sure, everyone thinks they're a good driver. But when an accident happens, with Allstate, you don't have to worry, even if it's your fault. It's called Accident Forgiveness, and it starts the day you sign up. You're in good hands with Allstate.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankancity.com.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
How much is that doggy in the window?
Let the sunshine in. Get started today with new windows and doors from Window World of Beckley. What better way to do that than our energy-efficient windows and doors for every budget and style? We offer superior products, professionally installed at a guaranteed low price. We offer great financing options too. So why wait? Transfer your home today with Window World of Beckley and let the sun shine in.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankancity.com.
Welcome back to Pikeview High School. Just a rocks throw from the campus, beautiful Concord, West Virginia. Stomping grounds here in Athens. Actually, we're technically in Gardner, West Virginia, Eric. And, of course, Athens just right over the mountain here as we get you ready for the kickoff the top of the hour between Liberty and Pikeview, each team 0-1. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel, the old country store locations in Beckley and Princeton. And myself and the heavy hitter, we had our pregame meal there this afternoon at Cracker Barrel. And, boy, they treated us right off there at Harper Road in Beckley. The heavy hitter, he had him some nice chicken and gravy. He's ready tonight, Eric, and I had me some meatloaf, mashed potatoes. Man, was that good. Cracker Barrel. I bet you wish you could have been there.
Yeah, definitely.
And
hey,
also,
thanks for the doggy bag.
Yeah,
I appreciate
yeah.
it.
I think the heavy hitter's got a little bit of. We might have a biscuit for you out in his car.
He has some gravy in that beard he's sporting right now. I see it.
Also, tonight's game is brought to you in part by West Virginia Exit Realty. As Luke Richmond, the broker, you can call him up at 304-256-0101, or you can check him out on the web at exitrenovation.com. Eric, you have some of the notes from the Liberty Poker game from a week ago that was provided by our stat genius, Chris Farish.
Yeah, and Maris, the thing that really stands out to me about these notes that Chris made, the score, was 34-8, but a lot of positive from this Liberty Raider offense. They were able to churn up 249 yards of rushing on the ground. And Tupoka's 115. So it's what we said at the top of the broadcast, limit the big play. You're right in the game right there. And I think Jackson Workman, he was 4 of 14 passing, but early on they didn't really get into a groove. So his passes were predicated on third and long when it was dictated that the defense was able to really, apply pressure and make him throw it when he couldn't. And I think if he can get a little more balance, as the year goes on, I think they'll be all right offensively.
And one of the things that Liberty will look to clean up will be the penalties, because last week's game, there were a lot of penalties on both sides, but some real tough penalties that hurt Liberty last week.
Yeah, they came at the most inopportune times. Everyone says, well, each team made penalties, but the ones that Liberty made were devastating to drives. Every time they got a drive going, it would be 3rd and 5, and next thing you know, it would be a hold, and then you're looking at 3rd and 11, 3rd and 15, something like that, where it dictated what they had to run offensively. So if they can clean that up, and a lot of times coaches tell me, and you as well, that the biggest jump is from game 1 to game 2 on improving your team.
And you were watching there before we put the Dutch Miller Beckley Automall pregame show logo up there on the screen. That's Liberty that was warming out right there in front of you. Liberty will be wearing black helmets with the white uniforms, the red numbers, and the black pants. And then Pikeview to our left, they'll have the white helmet. They'll have black uniforms trimmed in red. So, like I said, so many similarities and color scheme as well. We'll go ahead and take our second pregame break and come back as we get closer to kickoff at the top of the hour. This is the Dutch Miller Beckley Automall pregame show. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert Z. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
When you're about to go on the most important journey, it matters who you choose to start it with. From your very first prenatal appointment, Access Health's dedicated team is here to support you with the latest technology and personalized care. Preparing for your little one's arrival is a special time. And when the big day arrives, you can be confident knowing you have the same team to guide and support you. Access Health, your partner in health every step of the way.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
When you're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
And welcome back to Pikeview High School, getting you ready for the game at the top of the hour between Liberty 0-1, Pikeview 0-1. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance. You're like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. And Scotty Brown, your State Farm agent in Shady Spring, will take excellent care of you, as you can reach him at 681-238-6130. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Infinity Coal Company. Infinity Coal operates an underground mine, surface mine, and preparation plant, and they're in Raleigh and Wyoming counties. You can apply for a job with Affinity Coal Company. You can apply online through their Facebook page with United Coal Company, or you can pick up an application at the Guard Shack located on Independence Road in Sophia, West Virginia. Well, Eric, one of the things that not only that you and I will have to adjust to tonight doing this game, but the teams, coaches will have to adapt. The scoreboard is not working. We do not have any time. It'll be kept on the field. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll do the best we can of trying to keep you up to date of how much time's left in the quarter and give you the score. And one thing, too, Eric, when I first got here, and I said this to Coach Underwood, one of the assistants and athletic director here at at Pikeview. I said, this is the first time, and you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, Eric, that we have done a game with natural grass since the last time we were in Pikeview in 2021.
It was Shady and Pikeview.
Because all the other games we've done has all been on turf.
You're exactly right.
Yeah.
This is all natural grass surface. I mean, the upkeep of the field is beautiful, and you go with what you got, but they do a good job with the facility. It's a bummer that I think that the scoreboard and the time, I think the big thing is going to be the play clock.
Well, right. The play clock's out. The game clock's out.
Yeah, because the play clock, you don't know when the huddle, like when you go in, when it reset. They'll tell them, but coaches need to know that.
Right. And I guess the only thing, like you said, they'll tell them, the officials on the field can tell, hey, you got 15 seconds on the play clock, or maybe they can announce it here. I don't know. 10 seconds on the play clock and let them know. But, of course, throughout the night, Eric, my eyes aren't what they used to be. You might have to help me out since we don't have any hashes on the field tonight.
Yeah. Hey, I got to tell you, viewers, Maris is real keen on these hashes. The spot of the ball will not be right. Now, I kind of agree with you. Without those hash marks, you really don't know. You have to count on the chain gang and everything.
And, Eric, in all fairness, too, for the officials to mark off penalties, if you're not on, say, the 50, where a 5 or 10, 15-yard penalty is obviously to the 45-40, but if you're like on the 47 now, instead of using the hashes, you've got to actually mark it off by walking, and you're almost, I guess, kind of have a guesstimation as to what maybe the penalty yardage, if it's correct or not.
They'll have to do that Ernest T. Bass marking off like 2, 2, 4, 6.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and take a break as the Pikeview band is out here going to play the national anthem. And the crowd is starting to make their way in, and we're going to have a nice crowd here. Both teams searching for their first victory of the season. So we'll take a break and be right back as we get you ready for the kickoff at the top of the hour between 0-1 Liberty and 0-1 Pikeview here on video.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
If you need a lawyer, then you need a lawyer who's in it to win it. You need Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. & Ditzler. We have a track record of winning millions for our clients. At Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. & Ditzler, we're in it to win it.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
We won't raise your rates just because of an accident. Sure, everyone thinks they're a good driver. But when an accident happens, with Allstate, you don't have to worry, even if it's your fault. It's called accident forgiveness, and it starts the day you sign up. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance. We've got your back office.
And there we had the playing of the national anthem by the Pikeview Marching Band. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley, every Friday and Saturday night. Check out futuristic bowling with the music, the glowing lanes, the light show, the fog, the door prizes, just $15 a person. And for more information, you can call Leisure Lanes at 304-253-7328. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Edward Jones, your financial advisor. Edward Jones, your financial advisor, and that would be Heather Cantley. And if you're planning for retirement, or are you just not ready to retire yet, but you might need a money market, you can reach out to Heather at 304-254-9995. Well, Eric, it'll be interesting to see which offense shows up, or maybe the first team that scores 2 touchdowns might be the team that wins this game, since each team only had a touchdown a week ago.
Yeah, and I think early on both teams will try to establish the line of scrimmage and really with the running game, win the running game, control the clock that we won't be able to see. But you're exactly right. I think it'll be a big shot in the arm for either team, whoever comes out and scores and demonstrates that they can really run offense and consistently and score.
And the one thing, and you touched on it in one of our earlier segments, with the way Polka was able to hit the big play on Liberty, maybe through scouting and watching film and even watching the game on video productions, whether they watched it live or whether they watched the replay, maybe that Pikeview might be able to take a page out of Polka's book and maybe able to try to hit Liberty over the top.
Yeah, I was going to say, all things are up on the table for this Pikeview offense, because one thing that happens, Maris, when you're a run-heavy offense, it's just a natural thing for your safeties and your corners to cheat up. They'll start 10 yards from off the ball. Next thing you know, it's 8, it's 7. They want to be in the action, and the next thing you know, play action, hit a big score over the top. So you got to stay disciplined, in your defensive positions.
Pikeview makes their way onto the field wearing the white helmets, trimmed in black and red. Down below us, Liberty getting ready to make their entrance as they're going across the way. And Eric, for week 2 of this high school football season, what a beautiful night it is here in Gardner, West Virginia. Like I said, just a stone's throw away from the campus, beautiful Concord, my old stomping grounds from 40 years ago.
Yeah, they have a statue, I think, of you somewhere up in Athens.
Yeah, but where they got it.
I won't say where.
Well, where they got it, a lot of people probably don't want to go.
That's correct.
In fact, half of those places aren't even there anymore.
Yeah, but that being said, this is a beautiful night across southern West Virginia. And the thing that we've had the last couple opening games, during the course of the week's been a lot of rain, weather delay, and I just hope we can just get this game off and with some smooth weather and good football.
I think so. This is one of the few fields that is still natural grass. I know Summers County is natural grass, Spring Valley, and I think Brook. And to my knowledge, these are the only 4 schools that have natural grass that don't have turf. If there's some others that have it, I'm not aware of it. But, you and I, we've been to so many places over our broadcasting career, and since then almost everyone has had turf. And like I said, I don't recall.
I know Winfield doesn't.
Winfield does it, okay. And I know that you and I have not done a game, and this is our 4th season together on video productions, had not done a game on natural grass since the last time we were here at Pikeview, as we mentioned earlier, in 2021 against Shady.
And you know what? The natural grass only comes back to bite you when there's a big rainstorm. Natural grass is beautiful. Shouldn't be a problem for these teams tonight. So no slick sledding on this grass tonight.
And Eric, the one thing now I see that, as soon as you were talking, what was working, the play clock was working. It isn't now, but it was a minute ago. And, if you were going to have something that wasn't going to work, I think you'd rather have the play clock. Well, you'd rather the play clock work, because you would know the score.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The scoreboard doesn't really matter as far as, but that play clock, we just missed the toss there, and I think
we'll see who's going to get the ball first.
Well, it looks like Liberty is going to receive.
So we will see Liberty across the way with their coach, Mark Workman, and the head coach for Pikeview, Jack Turner, as both teams getting their final instructions before we get this game started here. Of course, throughout the night, Eric will keep you up to date with scores from other games. And of course, perhaps the biggest game in West Virginia tonight taking place in the Eastern Panhandle between Huntington and Martinsburg, a Class 4A. That is going to be a major clash between those two teams.
You talk about starting out, Martinsburg, Huntington, 2 programs, premier programs in West Virginia. They don't dodge anyone. Martinsburg, usually has to play a lot of, early in the season, Maryland teams, good Maryland teams and Virginia teams, because it's so hard to schedule. And I like those two teams battling early in the year.
So it'll be Chris Bowman back for Liberty. He's on the far side. And on the near side will be Riley Marty as they'll await the kick. And we're getting ready to start right at the top of the hour here at 7 o'clock. Glad you're with us here on Video Productions. Beautiful night. Chris Farish in the house doing stats. Jackie Moon on camera. The heavy hitter Nick Eskins producing and directing. Eric Thomas on color. I'm Maris Lowry. And we're ready to go. Week 2 of this 2024 high school football season. It's teed up and waiting for the official to say we are ready to get week 2 underway.
I think they're waiting on the clock to actually turn to 7 o'clock.
Maybe. It's 6:59 right now. And if you say 7 o'clock, you need to start at 7 o'clock,
That's
right?
correct.
I'm with you, partner.
Very efficient.
So the ball is teed up, I would say, between the hashes, but not quite, since we don't have hashes. And I know I'll probably say that more than once tonight. I beg your pardon already. But I really think that's what they're waiting on. They're waiting for the clock to turn to 7 o'clock. The Whitecap standing with his hand up. He's standing right there in between Riley Marty and Chris Bowman. Bowman on the far side. Yep. 7 o'clock it is. And we are ready to get the game underway. And here we go. Here's the kickoff, and this will be returnable. It will go inside the 10-yard line to Riley Marty. He's got some running room as he gets up across the 25, across the 30, and a nice return out over the 35-yard line.
And that time, Riley Marty was patient, let his block set up, and a good return, good starting position for Liberty. And there's always already a big difference from last week to this week, because every starting position early in that first quarter was 20 yards or behind the 20-yard line.
So put him down at the 37-yard line, and that's where Liberty will start. Jackson Workman, the quarterback, and his two main guys that he relied on a week ago was Chris Bowman, the 5'11", 174-pound senior, who caught a touchdown last week, and also Isaac Williams, who rushed for 106 yards.
Yeah, and Bowman had 3 catches last week for 48 yards and that touchdown.
So here's the first play from scrimmage. It's a running play. Williams tries to get to the edge, and a good tackle. It looked like that play was going to go for much more than what it did. It does get out to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, and a good defensive stop right there, but not until Liberty was able to pick up a good positive 3 yards on the first play from scrimmage.
So the ball just a hair across the 40-yard line. We'll call it 2nd and 7.
And they did get the play clock working.
So we don't have the game clock. We don't have the score. We'll try to give you that as whenever we can. Here's a running play. This is Bowman trying to get to the far edge. He turns it up. He's got some running room. He's got a first down. He's close to midfield, and it's going to be enough to move the sticks. He might be just shy of midfield, but it will be a Liberty first down.
Yeah, Chris Bowman showing some speed as he was able to get to the edge. Good blocking, though, sealing the edge for Liberty, and pretty close to a horse collar right there on that tackle, but keeps the chain, moves the chains, and keeps that clock turning.
So 48-yard line, a 1st and 10 for Liberty. So they're able to pick up the first down of the ball game. And they got a 1st and 10 on their own 48. Jackson Workman, freshman quarterback from the shotgun. And then Bowman gets the call. Got some good running room right up the middle. Got a first down. He's in the clear. Can he break the last defense? He can't, but a huge gain down inside the Pikeview 30. And I thought that was going for 6.
Yeah, I thought that was a touchdown, but the safety stayed home. And that was Peyton Mounts, the do-it-all offensive player, running back, wide receiver for Pikeview, saving a sure 6 right there.
Now put that ball to the 27-yard line, a first down, 27 of the Panthers of Pikeview. So Liberty got something cooking right here, and that was a good hard run that time by Bowman. Here's Workman with the keeper. He's got some running room. He's got another first down on the far side, and right now Liberty's found something on that right side.
Yeah, that right side of the line is really doing work up front for Liberty, and that will move the chains again, or will they mark that short?
Let's see. Yeah, I think they're going to say short. I thought he had a first down.
So they'll mark that a 9-yard gain, but a big gain on first down. And anytime there's, 2nd and short, look for Liberty. They may. I mean, I know they're running. This is a perfect down to chuck it.
2nd and 1 from the 18. That will move the chains with the first down. Gets inside the 15. That's a good hard run. I think that was Williams that time.
Yes, it was.
And he'll, like I said, pick up the first down inside the 15-yard line. He'll get the ball to the 14 of Pikeview with a Liberty first down.
And Isaac Williams, the junior, one thing I've noticed in the first 2 games, positive lean. That means when he's getting tackled, he's always going forward and never backwards, and that's a good sign of a running back. Really turning those legs, keeping them moving.
3 first downs on this drive. First and 10 for Liberty at the 14 of Pikeview. Jackson Workman takes the snap, runs up inside with a handoff, and that time Pikeview was ready for it, and that's going to go for no gain, maybe even a loss back to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, the first negative play on this drive, and that time the defensive front won the battle up front for Pikeview.
Well, you know, after you go to the well, after a while it gets dry, right?
That's right, but you know what? I like how Liberty's still, you know, trying to get a drink out of that well because they've gashed them early and often in this first drive.
So it'll be 2nd and 11 for Liberty at the Pikeview 15. Workman from the gun takes the snap. Bowman gets the call. Bowman off the right side. He's got a minimal gain. And let's see where they'll put him down at. They'll put him down just shy of the 10, maybe at the 11-yard line. So he's able to get 4 on the play and bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, and inside this red zone, which is 20 yards, and then this is where the trouble started last week for Liberty. Between the 20s, they were able to move the ball efficiently against Polka. But this is definitely 2-down territory for Liberty.
8th play of the drive. It'll be Workman on the keeper. He's got some running room. He should have a first down as he takes a big hit. He's very close to a first down, and depends on where they spot him.
Yeah, that looks like it depends on if it's a right foot or a left foot mark here.
They're going to say he's short. It'll be 4th down as he has to get to the 4-yard line, and he's right on the 5. So it'll be 4th and 1 coming up for Liberty.
It's 4th down.
The ball right at the 5-yard line.
And this is where you're a product of being in the shotgun team. I'd love to go under center right here and just pound it up in between.
Bowman gets the carry, and if he falls forward, he may have the first down. He looks like he'll have it. He will.
That forward lean got it.
Yep. And he looks like he will get to the and he will. He'll get to the 4, and that's where he had to go to move the chains, and it will be 1st and goal for Liberty at the 4-yard line.
So 1st and goal to go, and not only moving the chains, they're Liberty on the road right now, churning the clock.
Actually, they'll give him the 2-yard line. And on this play, that will go nowhere as Workman tried to keep it, and Pikey was ready for that.
Yeah, just nowhere to go. Too congested right there, and that was no gain on the play. And let's see what Liberty dials up here.
2nd and goal from the 2. This will be the 11th play of the drive.
I think your offense still has to be your offense here because, you know, spreading it out creates running lanes, and I think that's what they'll do.
Workman, he'll hand it off the left side. Williams, tough sledding, and he's into the end zone for a Liberty touchdown. That was a very impressive drive, all on the ground, 11 plays, 63 yards, and Isaac Williams finishes off the drive with a 2-yard touchdown run. And Liberty, Eric, just on their first possession tonight, has scored as many touchdowns in one possession than they did the entire game last week.
And I think they got that GPS fixed, as you stated, and the one direction to the end zone as they spread it out here to go for 2. But you know what won that drive is the boys up front. Hats off to the Liberty offensive line on that drive.
They will go for 2. Workman will keep it, and he will lean forward. Will he get in? He will not. He comes up short, so the 2-point conversion fails. So on the opening drive of the ball game, Liberty able to go 63 yards in 11 plays, all on the ground. They get a Williams 2-yard touchdown run. They go for 2 and they don't get it. Your new score is 6-0 Liberty. We can't tell you how much time's left in the quarter because the clock isn't working. Your scoring recap brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. Nothing tastes as good in a blue can as Pepsi, or whether it's a silver can with Diet Pepsi or black can Pepsi Zero. We're told there's 7:28 remaining in the opening quarter, 6-0 the lead for Liberty. And I tell you, Eric, I think that sends a message when you have that kind of drive all on the ground. And as you stated, they won the war up front.
Well, I think what Liberty did is flip the script. You know, they did what exactly happened to them at home. They took a page from the Polka Dots, you know, in the win over Liberty. On the road, it's imperative if you're going to take that opening kickoff, you have to value that possession and go down and really get points on the board, and Liberty was able to do that.
So the ball is teed up on the far side hash on the 40 as Liberty, as I said, able to go 63 yards in 11 plays. Williams into the end zone with a 2-yard touchdown run. The 2-point conversion failed. 6-0 is the lead. 7:28 remaining here in the opening quarter. And now it will be Pikeview's chance. This is the 30th anniversary of Pikeview. It was built back in 1994 when they opened their school. In fact, they were back when there was only 3 classes. They were in AAA at that time. I'll get into that more in a minute. The ball bounces off one of the linemen. It's free, and Liberty's on it.
Liberty has it.
Yes. That ball was a line drive. It hit one of the linemen and hit him like right in the face mask, and it ricocheted forward, Eric, and now Liberty makes a break, and they'll take over 1st and 10 on the 45-yard line of Pikeview.
And as we see on the Little General instant replay, ricocheted a good 15 yards back the other way, and Parker Hodges was able to maybe, let me see if that was, Parker Hodges, little freshman, comes up with a big special teams play for Liberty.
So Pikeview is going to burn a timeout. But as I was saying before that kickoff, this is the 30th anniversary of Pikeview. It opened in 1994. There are 4 schools that make up Pikeview. Of course, which is Athens, Matoka, Spanishburg, and Oakville. And Pikeview, in its first year, when there was only 3 classes, they were AAA. I was doing radio for Beckley at the time, and Beckley beat Pikeview in a opening round playoff game in 1994, Pikeview's first year in existence, and then they went into AA. But that first year, they were in AAA.
Yeah, and one of our avid listeners, he was playing in that game.
Tony
played
Jones.
Quarterback for.
Yep. Give him a shout out. Watching in Columbus, Ohio tonight, we hope.
Was able to get a victory that evening.
Also, while we got a minute during the timeout, I want to tell you that tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Exit Elevation Realty. Luke Richmond is your broker, 304-256-0101. You can check them out at wvexitelevation.com. So on the turnover, Liberty will already leading 6-0, and now will have their second possession as Pikeview fumbles the kick. It'll be 1st and 10 Liberty at the Pikeview Panther 45-yard line. And you got to believe they're going to do on this, try to do on this possession what they did the last one. They had a lot of heavy dose of running. It was successful on the last possession. Why not come back with it?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yep. And like you said, they fixed their GPS. They found the end zone. It wasn't working last week, but they got in the end zone on the first drive. Let's see what they do here. Workman from the gun on 1st and 10 from the 45. Takes the shotgun snap. Has time. Now they force him out of the pocket. He's going to tuck it up under and get a good gain, a positive gain on first down, as he'll get down to the 40-yard line and pick up 5 on the play.
And this is things that Jackson Workman, he will grow being a freshman. That play was specifically to go to the right. If he had a chance to survey the defense a little bit, he had a streaking, wide open Liberty player. I didn't see the number of the wide out, but that he will learn that in time, you know.
From the Pikeview 40 on 2nd and 5, Workman keeps it off the right side. They had good success on the last drive running on the right side, and Workman will pick up a first down as he'll get the ball down to the Pikeview. Looks to be the 36-yard line.
And once again, they'll mark him short.
Yeah, he must have went out of bounds just before he's got to get to the 35, so he's a full yard short. 3rd and 1 coming up for Liberty. We're under 7 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. The clock is broken. That's why you don't see it on your screen. Well, you do have it up on the screen, and the actual scoreboard's not working here, the scoreboard or the game clock.
Yeah, our great producer, the heavy hitter, has the score up for the viewers to see.
So on 3rd and 1, it'll be Bowman. He'll pick up a first down as they'll drag him down about the 32-yard line, but that will move the chains as Bowman, some good hard running that time.
Yeah. Maris, this could be a long night for the Pikeview Panthers if they don't shore up, you know, and get some negative yards, negative plays against this Liberty offense, because they're churning out first downs and big yards on the ground.
1st and 10 for Liberty at the Pikeview 32-yard line, already leading in the game 6-0. It'll be a sweep here to the near side. Williams tries to get to the edge, and that'll go for no gain. It wasn't a negative play, but at least if you're Pikeview, they didn't give up a positive run for Liberty, and that will go for no gain.
And a big-time defensive play by Logan Cook, the linebacker, as he was able to pursue that run inside out and really string it out and make the tackle.
So it'll bring up 2nd and 10. Actually, they gave him a yard to the 31. That was a kind spot. Kind of hard to tell, though, without hashes on the field, though, Eric. Here's Workman. He'll roll the pocket. He'll look to throw. He's got time. Will he run it? He sets his feet, throws the ball deep. Got a man out there, and it's we got a flag thrown, too. That should have been a touchdown. I can't quite see the number of the young man. I think that was Tolliver, number 8. But there's a penalty flag thrown on the play.
Yeah, went straight through the hands. Good-looking throw.
I think that's Tolliver. I couldn't tell. and we'll see when he gets up.
Number 9.
Number 9, I beg your pardon. That's Harper, Ben Harper, not able to haul that in, but let's check the flag. So it looks like that maybe Pikeview, because they thought maybe Workman was going to run it. Maybe a lineman got a little too far down the field.
Yeah, and I think so, because that's what happens sometimes when you have the scrambling quarterback a little bit. The lineman probably released and started to block. And
well, that's going to be the call, because I'm sure when they saw Workman moving to his right, they thought he was going to run, as
correct.
I did,
yeah.
And they were a little too far down the field. So the penalty takes the ball back over the 35, back to the 37-yard line, and it'll be second down. They've got to get down to the 22-yard line, so they'll need 15 yards. It'll be 2nd and 15 for Liberty at the 37-yard line of Pikeview. So we're all set now. I think we are. Nope, now looks like Pikeview's going to make a substitution. Is there a timeout? I'm not sure if there's a timeout. There was a substitution made. Now the officials are going to get together. Well, we got a minute. Eric, I don't know if you have any score updates. If you got a minute. If not, we'll wait till after this play.
Yeah, we'll wait till after this play. I'm going to get the scoreboard up here.
So it'll be 2nd and 15 for Liberty at the Pikeview 32-yard line. Here's Workman on the fake. Will keep it himself. He's got some running room as he gets to the edge. He's not done yet. Good hard run as he gets down inside the 30-yard line, and they run him out of bounds over there on the far side.
Yeah, good hard run by the young man Workman as he picks up a lot of that penalty yardage.
Yeah, let's see where they put him down at. Going to put him down right at the 25, so they're going to need 3 yards here on 3rd. 3rd and 3 for Liberty at the Pikeview 25.
And no scores to report as of yet.
Coming upon the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. Workman waits on the snap. They'll hand it to Bowman. Bowman's got a first down and more as he takes the ball inside the 20. And actually they're going to put him down right at the 20, but it will be another Liberty first down. So, Harry, it was 11-play drive the first time. This is the 7th play coming up on this play. So that's 18 plays that will be, when this play is ran, that Liberty's ran from scrimmage to 0 that's been run from scrimmage by Pikeview.
And you know what that does? That wears you down. And right on cue, we have some scores pop up in the 4A division. Martinsburg 7, Huntington nothing.
We got a timeout, I believe. So while we got a timeout Pikeview, they're probably gassed. Like I said, getting ready to play their 18th play on defense. While we got a minute, you got some scores.
Yeah, as I stated, Martinsburg 7, Huntington nothing. AAA Bridgeport's on the road at Morgantown, and they're up 7-0. And Spring Mills, a 4A school playing Willing Park, they're up 6-0.
And let's see if you can check perhaps AA Independence taking the long trip. They're going to Brook tonight. Shady is playing at James Monroe tonight.
Yeah, and is that Independence game? Was it a?
It's a AAA. It's a Brook is AAA, so it'd be under AAA on the scoreboard.
Was it a 7:00 kick? Is what
I think it was. I think it was. Also, Beckley is playing Greenbrier. So that game doesn't kick. I don't think till 7:30 tonight.
Yeah, that's the 7:30 kick.
Yeah. And I don't have a in front of me. It may not even be 7:30 yet, and it isn't. It's only 7:17 local time. So out of the timeout, it'll be a first down. It'll be a first down for Liberty. And also Fairmont is playing Robert C. Byrd tonight, right? Fairmont up 7-0. That's also another game on Video Productions. Bluefield and Princeton playing tonight as well. 1st and 10 for Liberty at the Pikeview 20-yard line. Workman takes the shotgun snap. They'll quick pitch it to a new player into the ball game, and he's not going to get much. He's shoved out of bounds, and that was Trenton Clay, who's a 5'6", 125-pound junior. So that's not going to go for very far. I don't know if that gained anything, and it won't.
Yeah, and no score in the Independence Brook game as of yet.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 for Liberty, the ball at the 20-yard line. So this will be the 19th play from scrimmage that Liberty has ran to 0 for Pikeview.
Yeah, and that's really controlling the whole first quarter. I don't think we've ever done a game with a team possessing the ball the whole quarter.
I don't recall. That's a snap direct right up front. Looked like, I guess they call it the Wildcat. In this case, the Raider, a direct snap and right up the gut to move the pile for a small gain.
Yeah, and that was snapped directly to Landon Lusk.
So Lusk will move the ball a couple of yards and bring up 3rd down and 8. So let's see what Liberty will dial up here. Approaching the 4-minute mark of the first quarter. Like I said, the clock isn't working, the scoreboard isn't working, the play clock's working, but not the game clock or the time. Here's Workman. He'll hand the ball. Here's a running play, come to the near side, and that's a good job by Pikeview as they'll throw it back for a loss back across the 20 as Williams had no chance, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this is a good stop right here for Pikeview as it turns it over to, fourth and about 8 for this Liberty offense. And if you're Pikeview, you got to feel good about that stop.
And let's see what we got. They're going to reset the clock. Actually, going to put the ball down at the 18-yard line. And will that be the end of the first quarter maybe? I think it is. That is the end of the first quarter. I don't think I've ever seen it where, look at this, at the end of the quarter, it was 21 plays to none in favor of Liberty. We'll take a break, be right back with the second quarter coming up next on Video Productions.
It's 4th down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but
Brian moves!
Incredible. A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
When you're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
If you need a lawyer, then you need a lawyer who's in it to win it. You need Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. & Ditzler. We have a track record of winning millions for our clients. At Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. & Ditzler, we're in it to win it.
We welcome you back to Liberty High School. Pikeview High School. Liberty on the move. I've got Liberty on the brain area because they ran 21 plays in that first quarter to 0 plays ran by Pikeview. I don't think I've ever seen that in all my years of broadcasting.
And Liberty, threw the ball twice in that first quarter. They were able to churn up 95 yards rushing, almost 100 yards already on the ground for this Raider offense.
So it'll bring up 4th down. They need 8. The ball's at the Pikeview 18-yard line, and that defense, as you mentioned, has been out there a long time. So let's see what Liberty will cook up here. Workman takes the snap. He'll roll the pocket to the near side. He looks, throws deep. He's got a man in the end zone. And it's caught as he inbounds. He is not, but he didn't hang on anyway. He was out of bounds. As he went to the ground, Riley Marty unable to hang on. And what a big stop that is for the Pikeview defense.
Just right here, I think the ball was right on the money. Just released. And just a tough corner route. Yeah, just out of bounds. And if you're Pikeview, that can be a big momentum swing as you'll get the ball, to start this second quarter, only down a touchdown, and Liberty possessed the ball the whole quarter.
Yeah, and the first play of the second quarter, 21 plays ran by Liberty, no plays ran by Pikeview right now. And taking over will be 1st and 10 for Pikeview on their own 18-yard line. Braden Mullins will be the quarterback. And the guy to watch out for will be number 5, Peyton Mounts. So let's see what Pikeview will cook up here on 1st down from their own 18 up under center. It'll be a running play straight ahead, and that'll gain a couple of yards, and that will be Kyle Williams on the carry.
Number 2, Kyle Williams, the ball carrier.
And I think this Pikeview offense will be run heavy as well. One thing that'll happen tonight, the clock, we can't see it, but that clock, will run.
Yeah, that'll pick up 3 yards on that first down play. So 21-1 is the total of plays that Liberty has ran to Pikeview. 2nd down, 7 for Pikeview on their own 21-yard line. Mullins up under center. Takes the snap. Going to be a running play here to the near side. And that's good defense by Liberty. Really no running room for Peyton Mounts as Liberty shuts the play down for a very small gain.
And a big 3rd down play here for Liberty if they're able to get Pikeview in a punt situation.
Gain of 2 on the play will be 3rd down and 6 for the Panthers.
So they'll give them the 23-yard line and make it 3rd and 5. And the first thing, after getting a set of downs, you don't want to go 3 and out and put your defense back out on the field.
That's for sure.
So let's see if Pikeview can convert this 3rd and 5 from their own 23. It's going to be a pass play to throw. Got a man open. It's going to be intercepted.
Riley Marty.
Marty down the near sideline. And he's going to be run out of bounds inside the 15 as Liberty turns Pikeview over for the 2nd time tonight. And you got an injured Pikeview player as he's hurt right here on the near sideline as a defensive play made by Riley Marty as we watch the Access Health instant replay.
And Riley Marty did a good job just playing center field right there as a safety. Read the quarterback, broke on the ball, and puts this Liberty offense in great field position once again.
Yeah, he's knocked out of bounds right around the 15-yard line. Actually, they're going to put the ball down right at the 15-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Liberty there on the Pikeview 15-yard line. So Workman from the gun. They fumbled the ball. It's loose, and Liberty very fortunate to get back on it. Very lucky that Liberty able to recover that fumble, and that'll be no gain, 2nd and 10.
Johnny on the spot was Isaac Williams, recovered it. Was it the quarterback? Was it the exchange here?
Yeah, they did like a reverse pivot. As we watch the replay, you can see when the ball comes out on the reverse pivot.
Oh, inside handoff. Those are tough. And
2nd and 10, Workman rolls. No, it's a straight run all the way. Thought he was going to roll the pocket, trying to pick up some blockers. He's got a nice gain as he's going to get down inside the 10, down about the 8-yard line. So he got 7 on the play. That was a nice run by Workman.
Yeah, good job by Workman. As he's down, though, he took a shot.
So Workman will get to the 8-yard line, and he is down, and he's going to have to come out for a play as they will attend to him there on the far side. As we watch the replay there, kind of see what happened.
I really couldn't tell if he was rolled up on his ankle or.
So while we got a minute, I want to tell you that tonight's game is brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, and Scotty Brown in Shady Spring, your State Farm agent. You can dial him up at 681-238-6130. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Infinity Coal Company. Infinity Coal Company is now hiring, and if you are looking for a job, you want to work close to home, come and join the team at Infinity Coal Company. You can check them out on the Facebook page at United Coal Company, or you can pick up a job application at the Guard Shack located on Independence Road in Sophia. So, Eric, see if you got any scores before we resume play.
I was just looking and thinking that it looks like he's not able to put any pressure on the ankle as they get him off of the field. So.
Watch the end of that replay again. Workman had a nice gain, so now let's see who Liberty will have to go in there at quarterback, and Eric will get you some scores there in a minute. So looking to see who will go in at quarterback, and I can't quite tell who that is. We'll get to that in a minute. It might be Hodges, and it's a keeper, very close to a 1st down. He might be just a tad short.
And that will be Chase Shea in for Liberty at quarterback. Yes.
So it's going to be 4th down and about a yard.
Real quick, we'll squeeze some scores in as Martinsburg has extended its lead over Huntington. And the team that we'll be covering next week, Parkersburg South, is at home hosting University, and Parkersburg South's up 14-6 in the first quarter.
4th and 1. Here's a running play. Williams, he's going to move the pile. Looks like he's going to have a 1st down. He had to get to the 5, and looks like he's done that. It may be inside the 5, and they will push the pile. That'll be 1st and goal for Liberty. They'll put the ball down at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, and this is a next man up kind of drive right here for Liberty, and it would be great for them to try to extend this lead, with their quarterback going out right now due to injury. And if you're able to get a lead, extend this lead, this would be huge.
So 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. This will be the 26th play that Liberty has ran from scrimmage, while Pikeview's only ran 3. 1st and goal from the 4. The handoff to Williams. Off the left side, he's going to get into the end zone for a Liberty touchdown. Isaac Williams able to score his 2nd touchdown of the night. And off the interception that was set up by Riley Marty, Liberty was able to turn that turnover into points and take a 12-0 lead.
And I tell you, as we watch this instant replay of the score, Liberty's just winning the war up front. They're moving bodies. They're getting a hat on the hat, creating running lanes for Liberty.
So Liberty will line up to go for 2 here as they did the last time. They lead in the ball game 12-0. A 4-yard touchdown run by Isaac Williams. And now they'll set up to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll roll the pocket. They'll look to throw. Got a man open, and it's broken up, and it is incomplete.
Well, actually,
it hit him in the hands.
It
looked like it was broken up. It hit Bowman right in the hands, but he's not able to haul it in. So after the turnover on the interception, Liberty is set up in business. They only need 5 plays to go 15 yards. They get a second touchdown run by Williams. That's a 4-yard run. The PAT no good, and your new score is 12-0 Liberty. Your scoring recap brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. Nothing tastes good in a blue can as Pepsi. And right now, you've got to think, when you look at this, Eric, I don't ever recall in a game where you had one team like Liberty able to run. They had an 11-play drive, a 10-play drive, and now a 5-play drive. So you're talking about 26 plays from scrimmage to only 3 for Pikeview.
Yeah, I mean, that's dominance, up front has led the way to this Liberty team controlling the ball and, dictating the pace of the game right now.
So let's see if you got some scores that you might be able to add quickly before the kickoff.
Yeah, Herbert Hoover in the AAA ranks hosting Winfield, and Herbert Hoover's up 7-0 in the first quarter.
Braden Mullins here on the near side for Pikeview waiting to kick. The ball is teed up on the far side 40. And kicking the ball off will be Riley Marty for Liberty. Here comes the kick. It's to the far side, and it went out of bounds. But I think it was touched, or was it not? No, it was not touched, and there's the penalty flag.
And that's one of those things where Liberty was probably just trying to place the ball and seeing if they could get to it before Pikeview before it went out of bounds. And I'm sure Pikeview will take the spot.
Yeah, they'll get the ball up on the 35-yard line is where they'll put the ball down at. So for only the second time and only the 4th play from scrimmage that Pikeview has been able to run in this game, they'll have a first down on their own 35-yard line as Liberty leads in the ball game 12-0. We apologize that we do have the play clock working, but the scoreboard and the game clock is not working. So it's hard to get, obviously can't give you the time, but we can't give you the score. 12-0 Liberty, 1st and 10 Pikeview on their own 35-yard line.
One quick local score, Greenbrier West hosting Summers County, who was able to defeat Pikeview, Summers County, last week. And Summers County's on the road. They're down 7-0 in the first quarter to Greenbrier West.
So 1st and 10, Pikeview on their own 35-yard line after that kickoff went out of bounds. And it'll be Braden Mullins up under center. And they'll quick pitch it here to the near side. And that's Mounts. He breaks the tackle. Fumble, the ball's out, and Liberty's on it down the near sideline. Here's Liberty. It is down inside the 20, and down near the 15.
Riley
and
Marty.
That is Riley Marty again. That's the 3rd Pikeview turnover. So they fumbled a kickoff. They had an interception, and now what looked like a pretty good run by Mounts as we watch the replay here. He coughs it up. And Liberty right there, Riley Marty on the spot, able to pick it up and skate down the near sideline.
Yeah, not only did he pick it up, I thought he was going to make a house call, that being Riley Marty right here, as he end up getting tackled as I guess they got inside the 20 to the 15.
Yeah, to the 15 is where they'll put it 16. Down. Actually, they'll play down at the 16. So it'll be 1st and 10 Liberty at the Pikeview 16. I've never seen anything like this, Eric, where one team like Liberty is able to run as many plays as they have.
So this is four plays for Pikeview, 5?
4 plays for Pikeview.
And 31?
Let's see, 11 and 10, 21, 5 is 26. This is the 27th play. Here's a pass out to the flat. And juking and jiving and dancing around out there is Riley Marty, and he's lucky if he's able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think they may have got a negative, maybe 2 yards. Loss of 2.
Or maybe no gain. Let's see. Yeah, I think he did lose at least maybe 1. They'll put the ball back maybe to the 17. So back to the 17-yard line. And, of course, they don't have Jackson Workman. He was injured on that last drive, so he's not in the game.
Yeah, and coming into the game has been Chase Shea, who really came in and did a good job that last series.
Here's a running play up inside. They move the pocket. Nice job. The pile, rather. That's Bowman, and a good hard run as he gets down to the 10-yard line.
Good head of steam by Bowman as he punches it up inside, and Liberty's knocking on the door, the end zone's door again.
Yeah, 3rd and 4 coming up for Liberty. The ball at the 10-yard line. Liberty already leading in the ball game, 12-0. Like I said, the clock is not working, so what you see on the screen is not official. Here's Williams with the carry off the left side. He's got some running room. He's got a first down. He's down inside the 5. They'll put him down about the 3-yard line. 1st and goal for Liberty.
Update from Fairleigh. First play from scrimmage. Connor Ray, 58-yard touchdown run. Woodrow, Beckley 7, Greenbrier East nothing.
So Beckley on the board. Big plays. And here, I don't know if they've been big plays, but they've been a lot of plays here for Liberty.
Yeah, well, can we say the word efficient?
Yes.
Because they've came, their game plan was to line up and run at them, and they've executed the game plan.
This is the 30th play from scrimmage, and Bowman's down near the goal line. Is he in? They're going to say he's just shy of the goal line. I thought that when he spun around, he looked like he broke the plane of the goal line, but they're going to say no and call him down.
It's tough angle, but it looked like he crossed the goal line.
Yes, it did. Watch the replay. It looked like as he spins.
He stuck the ball out.
As he spun right there, he looked like that the ball went across the goal line.
Yeah.
2nd and goal from the 1. The 31st play from scrimmage. Ran by Liberty here in this first half. And Williams, the hat trick, he's got it for the touchdown. That's why they didn't call the touchdown, because Williams wanted to get his 3rd touchdown of the half, and Liberty's extended the lead 18-0.
And my man Bowman, Chris Bowman's going to, hey, that was my touchdown. We're looking at film, but hey, Liberty, you have to be proud of them here on the road, really establishing the run and really manhandling Pikeview up front.
So Liberty's run 31 plays to only 4 for Pikeview. The 2-point conversion, Williams up inside, and he's in the end zone, and it's good. And right now, you got to think that the Pikeview defense is confused and gassed. So your new score is Liberty 20, Pikeview nothing. And after a fumble, and that was returned, a good fumble return by Riley Marty, that set up Liberty in business. Liberty goes 16 yards in 5 plays. For the 3rd time tonight, Isaac Williams into the end zone as he runs it in from a yard out. Then he runs in the 2-point conversion. And your scoring recap brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. Liberty out to a 20-0 lead and looking good here in the first half.
Yeah, and Liberty, big shot in the arm early in that first quarter, and they've never looked back and really seized the moment and the momentum.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Heather Cantley, your Edward Jones financial advisor. If you're planning for retirement or you need a traditional IRA or a Roth RIA, you can call Heather Cantley at 304-254-9995. Also want to tell you about Cracker Barrel. We had our pregame meal there. Was it good? Me and the heavy hitter, as we had some delicious chicken, gravy, mashed potatoes, had some corn, meatloaf. It was delicious. Cracker Barrel, 2 locations in Beckley and Princeton. Here comes the kickoff. It's a squib kick. The ball's short, and Pikeview will have it, and they're going to have excellent field position as they will start this drive up over the 40.
And this is, I think, a big drive for Pikeview to try to stay in it, being down 3 scores. Going to have to get something positive going into halftime, because if you're able to go down and score, you receive the second half kickoff. So try to seize the moment and get some momentum back on the Pikeview Panthers side.
They'll have the ball on their own 43-yard line. They fumbled a kickoff. They threw an interception, and then they fumbled. They've had 3 turnovers, and this will be only the 5th play from scrimmage as Liberty leads in the game 20-0. They'll run out of the eye, or like a crossed eye, it'll be a student body right. They fumble that. And the loss is back to the 40-yard line, and they're very lucky they were able to get that back as they pitched the ball to Mounts, and the ball bounced right back to him.
Did you hear the crowd collectively sigh like, oh, man. I mean, it's just been a comedy of errors right now for this Pikeview offense.
2nd down and 13, and, it's tough enough for them to move the ball, let alone when you get behind the chains like that. And 2nd and 13 coming up now for Pikeview on their own 40-yard line. 20-0 the Liberty score. Is the score of the game, 20-0 Liberty leads. 2nd and 13 from their own 40-yard line. It'll be a running play right up the middle, and that'll gain a yard. That's about it.
Yeah, big-time stop by Liberty up front. And that's going to be Walker Smith, a sophomore defensive lineman, 5'10", 221 pounds, coming up big. And they're really, I've repeated it 3 times, they're winning the line of scrimmage. Yeah. And it's hard to do anything. If you can beat someone up front, you win the game.
Yeah, Kyle Williams only able to get a yard, so now you're looking at 3rd down and 12.
And they've only attempted 1 pass all season, correct?
And they've only completed 1 pass all season. Of course, they threw an interception when they tried to attempt to pass their last time. So let's see what they'll do. Mounts gets the carry. He's got some running room. He gets across midfield. He's going to have a 1st down. He's into Pikeview territory when he crossed midfield, ran out of bounds here at the 41-yard line. And a late flag comes in at the end of the play, and now another flag comes in. So let's see. They may offset.
Yeah, I think there was a late tackle out of bounds by Liberty's Riley Marty, and I think Pikeview is going to get flagged for a late hit as well out of bounds.
So let's see what they do, as that was a 1st down. There's the personal foul late hit, and it's only going to go one way. The penalty is going to go against Liberty, and they'll tack 15 onto the end of the road, and something Pikeview desperately needs.
Yeah, any kind of positive play. The first real big gainer with 15 tacked onto it. Now you're looking good if you're Pikeview and can get back in this contest.
And they'll tack it on from the 40 of Liberty down to the 25, the 15 yards after the run by Mounts, the 1st down. So it'll be 1st and 10 now for Pikeview at the Liberty 25-yard line. And maybe a little momentum here for Pikeview as they trail in the game 20-0. So here's Mullins with the 1st down. It'll be a running play. Mounts trying to get to the edge to the far side, and he's able to fall forward, and didn't get much.
Yeah, did not get much. Picked up about.
Actually, they put that ball down. Yeah, I said the ball was on the 20 yard. The ball's on the 25. Yeah, and they get the ball down to the 21-yard line. See, Eric, I knew I was going to do that. I'm so used to turf and the hashes, I really couldn't see there on the far side.
Been spoiled a little bit.
Yes, I have. 2nd and 6 for Pikeview at the Liberty 21-yard line. 20-0 is the score. Liberty leads. And Pikeview just trying to maybe take as much time as they can, be deliberate to kind of give their defense a rest. They've been out on the field this entire 1st half. Mullins up under center. He'll roll the pocket to throw. He'll throw short. It's caught and hit immediately. Good coverage here by Isaac Williams for Liberty. And it's a short gain, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, be just a little past the line of scrimmage on the completion. Well, they give him 2 or 3.
Yep, it's going to be 3rd down and 2, 3rd and 3. And put the ball down at the 18-yard line, and they'll have to get to the 15, 3rd and 3 coming up. Mullins up under center. They'll hand the ball to Mounts, and Mounts will not be able to go anywhere. Good defense by Liberty.
Great swarming, too, swarming to the football as Liberty was able to snuff that one out, and this is a big 4th down play right here for Pikeview.
They might actually lose a yard on that play back to the 19.
I think Pikeview's going to take a timeout.
Yeah, because this is such a big play. And while we got a timeout with Liberty in front, 20-0, Eric, see if you've got some scores that you can update us on.
Just right now, Woodrow's scored again. The Beckley Flying Eagles up 14-0 as MJ Staples just ran a touchdown. And the biggest game of the night, Huntington is taking one on the chin right now at Martinsburg. It's 14-0, and Fairmont is up 21-0 over Robert C. Byrd.
And you know the thing, Eric, it just shows you that if that score holds up with Huntington, with Martinsburg, and as you said, take it on the chin, it just shows you how much better that Martinsburg, who many people consider to be the top team, against the number 2 team. Another game, Spring Valley and Hurricane on our Family of Networks game tied at 7.
Okay, before they run this play, let's talk about this Spring Valley Hurricane game. You have the preseason number 3 team, Hurricane.
Right.
Spring Valley's down in AAA.
AAA, yeah.
I mean,
yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
It's amazing.
All right, out of the timeout, 4th and 4 for Pikeview. They have the ball to Liberty 19. 20-0 Pikeview leads. It's going to be a quick pitch to Mounts.
Mounts,
I thought he was going to throw it, but he's got some running room. There's a flag. It's going to come back as he gets into the end zone for a touchdown. But I think they're going to get a hold called on Pikeview, and that's going to negate that touchdown.
Yeah, it's coming back.
It's coming back because I could actually see that.
And if you see where this hold takes place as you watch I mean, you don't have to do it.
He tackled him. Yeah, that's an easy play to call.
I mean,
it's
one of those, and that's correctable. On film, they'll say, look, the running back had already ran past you. You didn't need to.
Well, not only did you not need to hold, he actually literally tackled him,
yes.
as you could see on the replay, and that will negate that Mounts 19-yard touchdown run, and that will back Pikeview up. But that's a good call, and that was an easy play to call because I could see it right as the play happened.
So no score in the Independence game on the road at Brook.
So with the mark off, the ball will come back across the 25. Let's see where they'll put it down. The referee is still walking it off. And like I said, it could be tough to walk off these penalties without the hashes, right?
Yeah. Hey, and we say that jokingly, but that's tough.
So now we're going to have a timeout by Liberty as they'll bring up a fourth down. While we got a minute, we'll tell you about some of our fine folks that make these broadcasts possible, and that would be Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. Leisure Lanes, they are having Fall League sign-ups, and they have it every Friday and Saturday. Actually, let me get it here.
And while you're saying that, I bowled actually in those fall leagues way back when I was athletic.
All right. So sign-ups for a youth league. Youth league is now a fall youth league. You can sign up next Saturday, September 14th at 10 o'clock. Bowling will start Saturday, September 21st at 10 o'clock. For more information, Leisure Lanes, you can call them at 304-253-7328. So let's see what Pikeview will dial up on the fourth down play out of the timeout. They'll move the ball back from the holding penalty. And looks like they're going to put the ball down about the 28-yard line. And it'll be a fourth down play. They roll the pocket.
Good pursuit by Liberty here.
Trying to throw the ball deep down the field, and it's overthrown and incomplete. And now Liberty will take over on downs.
And unofficially, we're going to say this. It's not official, but it's just under 2 minutes to go, roughly, in this half. So a big defensive stand by Liberty right there.
Yeah, Liberty has ran 31 plays, and I guess it's halftime now.
Well, once again,
yeah,
it's tough.
So that is the final play of the half. We'll take a break and come back and recap the first half, our second quarter break, and then, like I said, we'll come back. We'll recap it as it's a 20-0 Liberty lead here on Video Productions.
How much is that doggy in the window?
Let the sunshine in. Get started today with new windows and doors from Window World of Beckley. What better way to do that than our energy-efficient windows and doors for every budget and style? We offer superior products, professionally installed at a guaranteed low price. We offer great financing options too. So why wait? Transfer your home today with Window World of Beckley and let the sun shine in.
We won't raise your rates just because of an accident. Sure, everyone thinks they're a good driver. But when an accident happens, with Allstate, you don't have to worry, even if it's your fault. It's called accident forgiveness, and it starts the day you sign up. You're in good hands with Allstate.
And we welcome you back to Pikeview High School as it is a 20-0 Liberty lead over Pikeview. And that was a very quick first half. We don't mind that, Eric. The game kicked off at 7, and we're at 7:48 local time, and we are at the break. And we welcome you into the Massey Power Sports halftime show. And the thing about it, if you're just tuning in, you see the score 20-0, but the game clock did not work. The score, or like I said, the game clock, the play clock worked, and they had to keep it on the field. We didn't realize that last play that Pikeview threw that pass was the last play of the half.
Yeah, we did not realize that, and that has to be tough for the coaches, really not knowing, time. You know, down the distance and the play clock is working, but Liberty did a great job of really controlling that first half.
Well, and it was based on the turnovers because Pikeview turned it over 3 times. They fumbled a kickoff, they threw an interception, and they fumbled the ball from the line of scrimmage. In fact, when you look at the overall play chart, that Liberty had a 11-play drive, a 10-play drive, which is 21, a 5-play drive, 26, and another 5-play drive. So Liberty ran 31 plays from scrimmage in that first half, while Pikeview, they ran the ball Pikeview had 11 plays from scrimmage. So 31-11 was the difference. 20 more plays ran by Liberty than Pikeview in that first half.
Yeah, and that's that's why the score is really decisive and one-sided right now, because Liberty came on the road, established the run game, really took control, of the game in the first quarter and capitalized on every turnover that they were able to produce 14 points or 12 points off of turnovers.
And we're going to take a break, and we'll come back and we'll tell you about that, and we'll do it on the other end of the break here, the Massey Power Sports Halftime Show here on Video Productions.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
When you're about to go on the most important journey, it matters who you choose to start it with. From your very first prenatal appointment, Access Health's dedicated team is here to support you with the latest technology and personalized care. Preparing for your little one's arrival is a special time. And when the big day arrives, you can be confident knowing you have the same team to guide and support you. Access Health, your partner in health every step of the way.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
If you need a lawyer, then you need a lawyer who's in it to win it. You need Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. & Ditzler. We have a track record of winning millions for our clients. At Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. & Ditzler, we're in it to win it.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
When you're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton. Or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
And we welcome you back to Pikeview High School. Liberty leads in the ball game 20-0. We welcome you back into the Massey Power Sports Halftime Show. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas. We have the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. Statman Chris Farish is here, and Jackie Moon on camera. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Elevation Realty. Luke Richmond is your broker 304-256-0101. You can dial him up at that number, or you can go on the online at wvexitelevation.com. Also, the game tonight is brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Scotty Brown, your State Farm agent in Shady Spring, West Virginia. You can call him at 681-238-6130. I think the biggest stat, Eric, would be the fact that Liberty ran 31 plays from the line of scrimmage, only 11 for Pikeview. And you look at Liberty, that first drive, though, I thought set the tone. Liberty was able to go 11 plays, 63 yards, and you had Isaac Williams with the touchdown run. Then they were held on downs, and then a couple of turnovers led to the other two scores. They had a 5-play, 15-yard drive and a 5-play, 16-yard drive with Isaac Williams capping all those drives, as he had 3 touchdowns, and he also has a 2-point conversion. He's been the guy. The only really, I guess, negative for Liberty is their starting quarterback, Jackson Workman, got shaken up and was taken out of the game in that first half.
Yeah, and that's when we hope the young man is able to come back, but rightfully so. I don't think you'll need him the rest of this game because the backup quarterback that came in for Liberty, I want to get his name right, Chase Shea came in, and you know, he ran the offense efficiently, you know, didn't make any mistakes, didn't drop the ball. But as you stated, the key stat in the first half was the number of plays, Maris, and it really is reflected in, you know, the total yards. 11 plays ran for Pikeview. They have 30 total yards. The leading rusher for Pikeview is Peyton Mounts with 6 carries for 22 yards, and they completed 1 pass for 3 yards. On the flip side, out of the 31 plays for Liberty, they spread it around. Bowman has 9 carries for 60 yards. Workman, who got injured, 8 carries for 41 yards. But the big guy in the red zone has been Isaac Williams. He has 22 yards, 11 carries, but 3 touchdowns. That's the only thing that matters, getting into the end zone. And but Liberty here moving forward, you're still going to have to figure out the way to put it in the air, you know, in those games where they're not able to really own the line of scrimmage, as they passed in the first half, one pass, 1 completion for -1 yard.
Yeah, very efficient. Isaac Williams, he has the 3 touchdowns, and he has the 2-point conversion as well.
Yeah, exactly. He's really lighting up the scoreboard and helping this Liberty team. But it's really been a balanced attack, and I like both games. I like what I saw out of Liberty. They cleaned up the penalties in this second game and all the big plays over top because for Pikeview, because they haven't allowed them to have the football. Play and keep away is the best defense.
So we'll take a break. When we come back on the other side of the break, we'll update you on some scores as the Massey Power Sports halftime show rolls on here from Pikeview High School, streaming here on Video Productions.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia High School athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
help me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
And we welcome you back to the Massey Power Sports Halftime Show. 20-0 is the score. Liberty leading Pikeview. And we're going to have Eric give you some scores. And our score update is brought to you by Edward Jones, Heather Cantley, your financial advisor. If you are looking for a traditional IRA or a Roth RIA, you can call Heather at 304-254-9995. You can set up an appointment, and she'll tell you the best way for you to maximize your dollars. Also, tonight's scoreboard is brought to you by Infinity Coal Company, located in Sophia, West Virginia. Infinity is currently operating an underground coal mine with an on-site preparation plant in Sophia and a surface high-wall mine near Helen, West Virginia. And if you want to be employed by them, you can check them out on their Facebook page at United Coal Company, or you can pick up an application at the Guard Shack located on Independence Road in Sophia. 20-0 our score here in favor of Liberty leading Pikeview. And Eric, you have some other scores around West Virginia.
Yeah, we'll start out with the local scores here in Mercer County. Princeton Bluefield, still no score in that contest in the first quarter, still listed in the first quarter. Independence on the road at Brook, still no score in that. James Monroe, right down the road here in Monroe County, is hosting Shady Spring. No score in that one. Up at Fairleigh, Beckley at the end of one is up 21-0 on Greenbrier East. Greenbrier West holding a 7-0 lead over Summers County. And in the 4A division, Martinsburg 14, Huntington nothing at the end of one. Bridgeport, AAA playing at 4A Morgantown up 7-0 at the end of one, and Parkersburg South still holding a 14-6 lead over University, and we'll have Parkersburg South at Beckley next Friday.
Yeah, also on Thursday night we'll have a middle school game. We'll have Park against Independence from Coal City. That game will kick off at 6 o'clock next Thursday, and as you stated, Eric, we'll be at Van Meter Stadium in Beckley, and we will have Parkersburg South in Beckley. But got another half here, and this was a real quick first half, and like I said, if you've watched the first half, then you know that the play clock worked, but the game clock and the scoreboard did not work, but they kept it on the field, and we should be ready to start the second half here in the next 5 minutes or so. We'll take our final halftime break and come back and get you ready for the second half as Liberty leads Pikeview 20-0, streaming live here on Video Productions.
We won't raise your rates just because of an accident. Sure, everyone thinks they're a good driver. But when an accident happens, with Allstate, you don't have to worry, even if it's your fault. It's called accident forgiveness, and it starts the day you sign up. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
If you need a lawyer, then you need a lawyer who's in it to win it. You need Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. & Ditzler. We have a track record of winning millions for our clients. At Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. & Ditzler, we're in it to win it.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
When you're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
How much is that doggy in the window?
Let the sunshine in. Get started today with new windows and doors from Window World of Beckley. What better way to do that than our energy-efficient windows and doors for every budget and style? We offer superior products, professionally installed at a guaranteed low price. We offer great financing options too. So why wait? Transfer your home today with Window World of Beckley and let the sun shine in.
It's fourth down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but moves! Incredible! A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it!
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
And we welcome you back to Pikeview High School. We're moments away from starting the second half with Liberty in front, 20-0. Tonight's game brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, and State Farm agent Scotty Brown in Shady Spring is there for you. You can dial him up at 681-238-6130. Also, tonight's game brought to you in part by Cracker Barrel, and that's where me and my main man, the heavy hitter, had our pregame meal there this afternoon in Beckley. The Old Country Store locations, as I mentioned, in Beckley and Princeton, and boy, he had some delicious food. The heavy hitter had him some mashed potatoes, had him some chicken with some gravy, nice sweet tea. I had me some tea. Had me some biscuits, had me some mashed potatoes, meatloaf. What a delicious meal at Cracker Barrel. Well, Eric, I know all this talk about food has made you hungry, and you were actually doing your other job. You were actually working while me and Nick was having a great time at Cracker Barrel today.
Yeah, but I was there in spirits, man. I knew you guys would down a couple of teas and eat all the biscuits up there.
We sure did, but right now the Biscuits have belonged in this first half to the Raiders of Liberty. They lead in the game 20-0. 3 first-half turnovers for Pikeview has hurt them, and also the disparaging number of play differential, 31 plays for Pikeview, and they're able to score. That we talk about efficient. That's very efficient to be able to score 20 points on 31 plays from scrimmage, and therefore only 11 plays from the line of scrimmage for Pikeview.
And the thing that you have to like most if you're Liberty is you didn't have a lot of negative plays. You know, you really controlled the line of scrimmage, was able to really get out and run your offense efficiently and do your thing.
And the big thing for Liberty, we'll be able to see if Jackson Workman, who was shaken up in the first half, if he'll able to come back after he got hurt. He did not return in the game there in the first half. He's the coach's son, a freshman, but I thought he played well up until the time of his injury.
Yeah, and I don't think they'll probably rush him back because the way, you know, your backup came in and did a good job and built some experience, and I don't look to see Jackson Workman the rest of the game.
Well, because one thing, and you mentioned it throughout the course of the broadcast, that Liberty had so much success because they were able to win the war up front on both sides of the ball and able to get 3 turnovers.
Yeah, they really snuffed out. I was really pleased with how Liberty really controlled the line of scrimmage. They were able to snuff out a lot of running plays defensively and put Pikeview against the chains. And let's see in the second half, Pikeview receives this second half kickoff. Let's see what kind of adjustments they may try to make to get this offensive rolling.
Pikeview Band is concluding their halftime show as Liberty has made their way back onto the field across the way. And here's Pikeview down below us getting ready to come back on the field. And like I said, we do not have the scoreboard working. So the play clock worked, but the scoreboard and the game clock did not work. And obviously they're keeping it on the field, but that's why you won't see it on the screen, or we're not able to give you the time. I was told that that was a problem for Pikeview in their home game last week as well in their 15-7 loss to Summers County. So we got our entire crew here from Video Productions. I'm Maris Lowry. We got Eric Thomas here, of course. We've got our cameraman, Jackie Moon. We have the stat man, Genius. And I know that people laugh when I call Chris Ferris a genius, but when it comes to stats, he even does stats in his sleep. And, of course, last but certainly not least, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, who produces and directs. So it's a 20-0 lead as we're moments away from starting the second half. And before we start the second half, we'll let you know that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Exit Elevation Realty, as Luke Richmond is your realtor at 304-256-0101. You can check them out on the web at wvexitelevation.com. So we're moments away from getting the second half started. And, Eric, I don't want to jinx this or anything, but that was a fairly quick first half. We kicked off at 7 o'clock, and here we are a little after 8 getting ready to start the second half.
Well, you'll have that, Domaris. Neither one of these teams really want to chuck it. They want to line up and run it straight at you, and that keeps that clock turning. Let's hope that efficiently both teams do this in the second half.
Well, here's the thing, though. If you're Pikeview and you're down 3 scores and you, like I said, you've only ran the ball or you've only had 11 plays from the scrimmage, Eric, sometimes you might have to get out of what you prefer to do, and obviously they prefer to run, but down 3 scores, that might be hard because if you're going to run the ball to get back in the game, that means you got to shut Liberty out.
Yeah, but early in this first quarter, you still can
third quarter.
Third quarter here, early on in the second half, in the third quarter, you can really – I think you still try to stick with what you've been doing, and but you're right. As the time is running out on you right now, and you haven't been able to stop Liberty once they got the ball. So you just have to figure out some kind of balance.
I think you'll agree with this. I think that if Pikeview is going to get back and have a chance to win the game, I think they have to score on this first drive.
Yeah.
And you have to be patient, and you still got to stick to some of your stuff. They might have to open it up a little bit. You can't try to score 3 touchdowns on one play. You got to be able to get a touchdown and – you cut the deficit to only 2 scores, then you got to play defense. But I think if you're Pikeview, you got to score in this first drive.
It's a must. This is a must.
So the teams are back out on the field going through their warm-ups. And like I said, the clock has not worked. The play clock has worked, but the score and the game clock has not worked. And they just have to keep it down on the field. And nothing we can do about that, obviously. We just tried to guess to see what it was, and even when we tried to guess a little bit, we were still just a little bit off. So if we do have a time up on the screen, it is not totally accurate, so nothing really we can do about that. 20-0. Of course, next week we'll have 2 games. We'll have a middle school game on Thursday night, and Eric, you and I and our crew will be over at Coal City, West Virginia. Independence got a big win in middle school last night. They beat Trap Hill, which feeds into Liberty, beat them 62-6 last night.
Yeah, and that Independence team is everything it's been advertised to be, and a juggernaut, because last year they were exactly the same way. Had a chance to see a little bit of the Oak Hill team last night, so we'll see if those teams have each other on the schedule. I think that might be a good matchup.
All right, ready to start the second half here. Of course, next Friday night we'll be in Beckley's Van Meter Stadium. It'll be Parkersburg South against Beckley. Beckley an overtime winner last week, and they're up big, 21-0, the last score you gave up at Greenbrier East tonight. So we're all ready to go for the second half. It's teed up, and getting ready to kick off will be Riley Marty for Liberty. And here comes the second half kickoff. It's a squib, and it'll be picked up. Actually, Pikeview will just fall on it, and Pikeview will have good field position to start this first drive of the second half. They'll have the ball on their own 34-yard line.
And let's see what the Pikeview offense dials up as Coach Jack Turner in his first season here at Pikeview. Let's see if they can make some halftime adjustments and get this offense rolling.
Isaac Williams has scored all 20 points for Liberty, 3 touchdown runs and a 2-point conversion. And like I said, it was Liberty running 31 first-half plays to only 11 for Pikeview. So let's see what Pikeview will do. As Braden Mullins, the quarterback, and he will work. Let's see if he works out of the shotgun. He was basically up under center, and he is now. He won't work out of the gun. He works up under center, 1st and 10 on their own 34-yard line. It's going to be a running play to Mounts on the near side. He's got a block. He's got some running room. He's up across the 40, and he's got a first down all the way out to the 45-yard line.
And a good positive play on first down as Mounts was able to move the chains and pick up around 11 on the play.
Yep, 11-yard carry for Mounts, Peyton Mounts. Mounts, the junior running back for Pikeview, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers on their own 45-yard line.
And if you Pikeview, you shot yourselves in the foot, a couple of times. So you can build up off of that if you're able to go down and score and not turn the ball over.
Mullins on first down, hands the ball off. They move the pile across midfield, close to another first down, and I think Pikeview will have a first down, and that'll be Williams, and he'll take the ball down to the Liberty 40. They're going to put him down at just shy of the 45, put him at the 46-yard line, give him 9 on the play.
And I think that will, 9 and very short, and in 3 plays, they can pick up 2 first downs, and that's got to be a positive coming out in the second half.
So 2nd and 1 from the Liberty 46. Mullins up under center. They're going to run the ball. That'll be a first down. That'll be Williams as he falls forward, and they'll get the ball down. It looks to be the 42-yard line of Liberty, and another package of downs.
And looked like ball security was preached at halftime because Williams, ran through the line with both arms covering the football.
And like I said, Eric, before the second half started, I think if Pikeview's going to have any chance to win the game, I think they have to score on this drive. And so far, so good. They've been able to put 2 first downs together.
And they're doing another thing you said. You can't score,
3 touchdowns on one play. Yeah.
But they're moving the chains, and they're playing with urgency.
Here's a quick pitch to Mounts. He cuts it back inside. He's got running room. He's got another first down as he takes tacklers all the way down to the 30-yard line of Liberty. And that's a 12-yard run and another first down for Pikeview.
And it seems like the more crisp, more fresh team coming out of halftime is Pikeview.
Well, I think they've got to play with a little bit of urgency being down 20-0.
Yeah, and right now they're showing a lot of heart on this drive and trying to battle back and get into this contest.
So it's a first down again, the 3rd first down of the drive for Pikeview at the Liberty 30-yard line. It'll be Mullins up under center. And he'll hand the ball to Mounts. He's got some running room. He cuts back inside. Nifty running and a nice gain on first down. Very close to another first down. Looks like he got about 9 on the play.
Yeah, it's going to be, after the play, a flag. I don't know if this will be offsetting because the last time we said that, it wasn't. But
so let's see what we got. I did not see the flag. I was looking at my drive sheet.
At the end of the play, a little extracurricular activity between Pikeview and Liberty over near the Liberty sideline.
So let's see what we got. The official comes. There's a dead ball personal foul. Dead ball personal foul on each team.
Yeah.
They offset. The
As
play
it should be.
The play should stand.
And that's good. A good flag right there, Maris, just to say, hey, clean it up. No harm, no foul. But next time.
And that was a 9-yard gain. It looks like, or maybe an 8-yard gain. They're going to put him down at the 22-yard line. Give him 8 on the play. Make it 2nd and 2 on the 22-yard line of Liberty. This is the first drive of the second half. If you're just joining us, 20-0 the lead for Liberty. 2nd and 2 for Pikeview at the Raider 22-yard line. They're going to run the ball to Williams. He's got a first down as he takes a big hit, but he picks up a first down, and that'll move the chains as Williams will get the ball down to the 15-yard line and get 7 on the play.
And it's big gain after big gain, though, to start the second half.
So from the 15, and like I said, it's a drive that Liberty needed. That Pikeview needed. If they were to get back in the game against Liberty, I felt they had to score on this first drive. And this has been a very methodical drive, all on the ground. And, the first half where Liberty won the war up front, here on this drive, Pikeview was winning the war up front.
Yeah, and Pikeview is really asserting itself up front, and that's where, to get back in the game, they had to control this line of scrimmage.
Here's Williams, and that time he goes nowhere as Liberty was up for the task, and that'll go maybe a yard. They're going to give him a yard to the 14. So it'll be 2nd down and 9 for Pikeview at the Liberty 14-yard line. First possession of the second half. And like I said, I don't know how accurate the time is on your screen because the game clock and the scoreboard is not working, just the play clock here at Pikeview tonight. Beautiful night here in Gardner, West Virginia. Just a stone's throw from the campus beautiful Concord. 2nd and 9 for Pikeview. And what do we got? We've got a timeout on the field, and Pikeview will call a timeout. While we got a chance, Eric, let's see if we've got some scores.
Yeah, some updated scores on the high school scoreboard is Huntington's able to get on the scoreboard. They trail Martinsburg 28-15. Bridgeport's really laying the wood to Morgantown. They're in AAA now as well. They're up 34-0. Parkersburg South 28, University 20. No score still on the Independence Brook game. I don't think anyone's reporting that score. Woodrow Wilson.
Yeah, Beckley.
Beckley's up 21-0 in the second quarter, and George Washington's up 7-0 over John Marshall.
Beckley up on Greenbrier East. We can see another game on video production tonight. Spring Valley, Eric, in front of Hurricane.
Yeah, Spring Valley AAA at number 3.
Hurricane
4A number 3.
It's 21-14 Spring Valley. All right, out of the timeout, it'll be 2nd down and 9 for Pikeview. And it's going to be a running play Mounts, and he's got some running room as he'll push the pile down inside the 10, and he'll be very close to a first down, but I think he's going to be just a little bit short and bring up 3rd down. So let's see where they put him down at.
Yeah, well, let's see right now. It's looking like, 4 yards to go?
Yeah, put him at the 9. They've got to get to the 5. That's correct. 3rd and 4.
So if you're Liberty, you have 2 downs to snuff out this drive.
And Pikeview's got to think, look, they got to have a touchdown on this drive. They've taken a lot. We don't know how much time, but you know that all this run has to take a lot of time off the clock.
Yeah, the only time the clock has been stopped is with the timeout.
Or the first down. And here's a keeper. That's a great play. And this might be a touchdown, and it will be. That's a beautiful fake by Mullins. They kept running Mounts, a sweep, and that time the entire Liberty defense bit on it, and a nice bootleg to the near side, and Mullins gets into the end zone for a touchdown. That was a beautiful executed play, and what a great drive as we watch the replay.
Yeah, and as you stated it, Maris, everyone went with the flow, trying to stop Bounce, and oops, there he is in the end zone.
That was a beautiful 9-play, 66-yard drive, and it ends with a 9-yard touchdown run by Mullins.
So on that drive, they ran 2 less plays as they did the whole first half.
That's correct. Right. They ran only 11 plays in the first half. They ran 9 on that particular drive, and here comes the point after. The hold is good. The kick is on its way. It looks good, and it is. And now we got a new ball game as Pikeview's got a little momentum with that drive. So your new score after the first possession of the second half, Liberty still in the lead, 20-0, but Pikeview on the board now with a touchdown and extra point. It's now 20-7. Once again, that was a 9-play, 66-yard drive, and it was capped off by a Braden Mullins 9-yard touchdown run. The point after is good. Your scoring recap brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. Nothing tastes good as Pepsi does in a blue can or the black can, Pepsi Zero, or a silver can with Diet Pepsi.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to pick me up one of those blue cans of Pepsi for the trip back up 77.
So we got a new ball game now, 20-7, and now maybe a little bit pressure on the Liberty offense, especially with Jackson Workman, who was injured in the first half.
You're reading my thoughts, because now I think that injury comes into play because you were able, to control the football on your side of the field. Now if Pikeview's going to kick it deep and hopefully make Liberty have to really drive the length of the field.
So let's see what's up. I wouldn't think that Pikeview would onside kick it, but you never know. You never know in 2024, right?
You never know.
So I'm sure if you're Liberty, you got to be ready for everything here. So we're guessing approximately 7 minutes.
But the way that kicker kicked that extra point, I'm kicking it deep. That guy has a leg.
Yes, he does. Here comes the kick, and he does just that. And it's a booming kick. It will go into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback, and it'll come back out to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, that's a touchback, and you'll have, 80 yards. And that's what you want if you're Pikeview. Everything's going well in this third quarter. You came out, you made your adjustments, you played with some toughness to get back in this game. Now let's see if their defensive front can stop this run game for Liberty.
Yeah, you're so right. You didn't want to kick the ball short and give Liberty excellent field position. So it'll be a first down for Liberty on their own 20. This will be Liberty's first possession of the second half. 20-7 is the score. We're guessing that we're probably, and I say guessing because the game and clock and the score has not worked the entire game, so we're thinking that it was about a 5-minute drive You play 12-minute quarters in high school, 5-minute drive for Pikeview, around 7 minutes left. Here's a running play off to the far side, and that's going to gain a couple and not much, and you can tell maybe a little momentum switch.
A little fire in the defense because they had something positive happen on offense. And like you said, it doesn't take much for that old momentum to shift. And this is a big offensive series for Liberty.
So that's going to go for, looks about a 1-yard gain, maybe give him a yard out to the 21. 2nd down and 9 for Liberty. Chase Shea is a 5'10", 186-pound sophomore quarterback. He's in there for the injured Jackson Workman. Shea takes the snap. It's going to be a running play to the near side. That's Bowman. He cuts it up, and he hits a big hit, and he's going to go nowhere. As Pikeview, you can tell the momentum is good. Forward progress is going to give him maybe the 23, but it's still going to be 3rd and long.
But a lot of white hats coming to the football, meeting at the football. And you didn't see this fire in that first quarter or the first half. And this Pikeview team feels they're right back in this game.
So now another thing it's done is got the crowd back into the game.
Hey, the crowd's back in it. They're playing a little 3rd down music here.
So a big 3rd down play, 3rd and 7 coming up for Liberty. And let's see what they will do. Chase Shea, the quarterback, will work from the shotgun as Liberty has done all night. Maybe changing the play, talking it over with his running back, Isaac Williams. And now Liberty might have to burn a timeout. They look like some confusion, and Liberty will have to call a timeout. So while we got a minute, I want to tell you that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Edward Jones. Edward Jones, your financial advisor, is Heather Cantley. And if you are planning for retirement or you just want to open a traditional IRA or a Roth RIA, you can reach out to Heather Cantley at 304-254-9995. So Heather Cantley, she takes care of me, and she will take care of you as well. Also tonight, futuristic bowling at Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. And Eric, we can get back to Beckley plenty of time, I think, at 10 o'clock from 10 to midnight. They have the music, the glowing lanes, the light show, the fog, door prizes, all that every Friday and Saturday night from 10 o'clock to midnight at Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. Have you got some score updates?
Yeah, the score still stands in that Martinsburg Huntington game, 28-15. No score. I'm trying to get an update on
28-15
Martinsburg. And I'm trying to get an update on the Oak Hill at Riverside game, and it's still listed, no score in that one. And Woodrow and Beckley still holding a strong 21-0 lead over East.
So out of the timeout, 3rd down and 7 for Liberty on their own 23-yard line. There's the shotgun snap, and they'll blow the play dead. We got a penalty and a false start. So you really hate that. After a timeout, you commit a penalty, and now you backed up 5 more yards, and now it's going to be 3rd and 12.
Yeah, and with your backup quarterback here, I think you just run something conservative here, maybe get a punt off and play some defense.
Chase Shea is in relief of Jackson Workman, who was injured in the first half. And the ball back to the 18-yard line. They got to get out to the 30. They'll need 12 yards on this 3rd down play. We're about halfway through into the 3rd quarter, and I say we're about because we don't know exactly because they're keeping the time on the field.
It looked like a false start there.
Here's a throw, got a man open, and it's caught for a 1st down. Down the seam, that's Bowman, crosses midfield, and a big play for Liberty, and Bowman's not done yet. Maybe a face mask as a flag comes in, but Bowman right up the seam, and a beautiful thrown ball for the connection that time by Liberty's quarterback, Chase Shea to Bowman as we watch the replay.
If you can watch this, it looked like a snap infraction here because nobody else moved but the center. That's
yeah, and everybody stood himself. He's finding some running room. There's a flag, and that's going to cost Liberty. That's going to be a hold on Liberty as Shea able to cut up inside.
And right on cue, both teams played a pretty clean first half penalty-wise and back-to-back penalties, and probably 3 penalties out of the last 6 plays.
So that will be the call that will be holding. That was an easy play to call, easy plays to see as the quarterback Chase Shea cut it back inside, and he was able to gain what he was able to get because of the penalty.
So on that completion, what was that, a 40?
Well, you're looking, the ball was on the 18. And
not counting the
so you're talking
yards.
About, not counting the penalty yards, so you're talking about 12, 22, 32, 42. You're talking about 50 yards.
Okay, so that completion, 47-yard completion.
47 yards.
They only threw for 48 yards the whole game last week.
Yeah, now throw for that one play. So the penalty takes the ball back to the 28-yard line, and here's a running play, and this will be Williams. He's got some running room as they move the pile straight ahead, and they get the ball down. Let's see where they put the ball down at.
And another flag coming in.
Yeah, there's another flag at the end of the play. So as soon as I said the game was going by fast, I should never said that. Now we'll have all these penalties, and it'll go at a snail's pace, right?
Flag fest.
And this is going to be against Liberty. Holding Liberty. So they're Liberty, we talked about this last week, some of the penalties they made. They just got to clean it up. They're having good success.
Yeah, and it's when they make them. I mean, every time they have a big gainer, it's coming back.
So let's see where they'll take the ball to as they mark off the penalty. This is Liberty's first possession of the second half. Ball's going to come back across, or we're going to put the ball down right at the 30-yard line. They've got to get the ball down to the 10, so it'll be first and 20. It's still first down. And it'll be a running play to Bowman, and that won't go anywhere. So second and 20 coming up. But you know one thing, Eric, and like I said, we don't know how accurate the time is on the screen because they keep it down on the field. But, you know, a lot of time was taken off, at least 5 minutes for Pikeview's drive. And I got to think that Liberty on this drive has probably taken 3 or 4 minutes anyway. So from the Pikeview 30. It's going to be a pass play. He's got a man wide open, as you called it. It's caught for the touchdown. Bowman able to sneak behind the defenders, and a well-thrown ball. Beautiful throw by Chase Shea, and hit Bowman on the far side, and he hauls it in for the Liberty touchdown.
I'll tell you, Chase Shea has a good-looking arm. It was all about the fake here because it froze the corner. Watch it. He took 2 false steps up and let the receiver behind him.
Beautiful play, and Bowman all alone hauls in the touchdown, and that will extend the lead to 26-6. That was a 5-play, 80-yard drive, and boy, that's a way to kill the momentum. Pikeview, the crowd was back in it. They really had Liberty right where they want them, 3rd and long from their own 18, and then they had a big seam pass. Then they had a face mask penalty on Pikeview, and then even after Liberty had 2 holding penalties, they were able to overcome it and get in the end zone.
And Liberty, way to answer the bell, right? You know, it seemed like the crowd was back in it. The momentum was clearly on Pikeview's side as that Williams.
Yes, Williams will score his second 2-point conversion to go along with 3 touchdowns.
22nd point of the night for Williams.
And your new score is now 28-7 Liberty. That last drive was a 5-play, 80-yard drive. That was a 30-yard touchdown pass from Chase Shea to Chris Bowman. And once again, doing the work was Isaac Williams. And like I said, Isaac Williams has now got 2 2-point conversions and 3 touchdowns on the evening in a 28-7 Liberty lead. Your scoring recap brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. Nothing tastes good in a blue can as Pepsi. And Eric, you've got to be very impressed with what we saw of Liberty. Very, very poised to overcome the crowd, the momentum, and to go on that 5-play, 80-yard drive.
Yeah, and for a young team, and both of these rosters, you know, have a lot of sophomores and freshmen out there, and Liberty did a good job of sticking with what got them the lead in the first half and sprinkling in a little passing game now with Shea. Shea looks good out there.
He does, and I tell you what, as you called it, you could see it wide open as Bowman able to get, and he caught a touchdown last week and hauls in another one here tonight, able to get behind the defense and haul it in for the Liberty touchdown. So here comes the kickoff, and it's going to be short, and it'll be taken by one of the up men across the 35 and gets the ball out over the 40, and that's where Pikeview will have it.
Well, I just got a message from someone that said the Independence game hasn't even started yet.
So they might have a delay up there. Wow. The game was supposed to kick at 7, and
it's 8:30.
8:33 local time.
Now, I don't know that to be fact, like you said, but I guess they're trying to stream the game and hasn't even started.
Well, that doesn't mean because they can't get the stream that the game hadn't started, so we'll have to verify that. But anyway, Pikeview will take over for their second time here in the second half from their own 41-yard line, as Liberty leads in the game 28-7. They've changed the footballs, and now we're ready to go from their own 41. Mullins, the quarterback, he's got the only touchdown on that was a beautiful quarterback keeper. A quarterback bootleg that got Mullins into the end zone. But now they're back down again as Pikeview by 3 scores from their own 41. It'll be a running play, and that's not going to get much. And that is Williams on the carry. Kyle Williams for Pikeview, and that might get a yard. That's about it. That's what they'll give him, 1 yard to the 42.
Got a couple of scoring updates here. Princeton up on top of Bluefield 21-7. James Monroe leading Shady Spring 13-0. And at halftime, Beckley 24, Greenbrier East nothing.
So Beckley really flexing their muscles. And you got to think that this third quarter, with both of those drives, that really took some time. You got to think we're probably around 3 minutes left in this quarter. 2nd and 9. Here's a running play, and that's Mounts. He's a shifty runner as he gets the ball across the 45 out to maybe the 46, 47-yard line. But Peyton Mounts, you got to like the way he runs.
Yeah, and it was good blocking at the point of attack for Pikeview as Mounts was able to squirt through, and manageable third down here for Pikeview.
So 3rd and 5 coming up, you got to think, well, they got to go for it. If they don't pick up the first down here, no matter what the case is, not unless they lose, 8 or 10 yards.
Yeah, exactly. I think they're just you got to 2 plays to pick up 3 yards.
About 5 yards. Yeah, they got to get the ball across midfield. They got to get the ball to the 49 of Liberty to keep the drive going. But they got, I was going to say the receiver better get back. He was way across the line over there. They're going to run the ball to Mounts. Mounts is going to come up short. He doesn't quite get to midfield, so it's going to be 4th and about 2, and I think there's no question that they'll go for it.
Yeah, and I've noticed something on that run. Mounts does a good job. If you're Liberty, you want to make an adjustment. He does a good job of getting it to the line of scrimmage and cutting back against the grain. So you want to have your guys, your linebackers have to be disciplined in the hole and not overrun him.
So we got 4th and 2, and we have a timeout, or is that the end of the quarter? That might be the end of the quarter. And like I said, the reason we're guessing because they're keeping it down on the field, and I think that is the end of the quarter. That's the end of 3. Your score, Liberty 28, Pikeview 7. Back for the 4th quarter after this on Video Productions.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton. Or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Starting the 4th quarter here at Pikeview High School with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. It'll be 4th and 2 for Pikeview. Eric, they have the ball just on their half of the 50. They've got to get about a yard to keep this drive alive. And let's see what they line up and do here on their own 49-yard line.
A heavy dose of Mounts right here.
Long count, maybe trying to draw them off sides. Looks like that's what they're trying to do. Long count. 4 on the play clock. Wow, and now
false start.
A false start, but you would think because, the play clock was running down too. You think in between the quarters that you're going to go for it on 4th and 2, and you try to draw them off sides, and you end up having a penalty. And I think you still got to go for it. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down 3 touchdowns.
You have to, and really, you know what induced that false start was all the players were trying to look over and see what the play was getting changed to, and someone just jumped.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they would try to get him to jump off sides. You just wouldn't go up there and go quick and run Mounts. And,
yeah.
I mean, that's what they've had. The success that they've had
in the
tonight,
half,
that's what they've had, yeah. So now it brings up 4th down. The ball goes back inside the 45 to the 44. They're going to need 7 yards now. And it might be tough sledding if they try to run. You're thinking you got to get a first down. And let's see if they'll elect to put it up. That's one thing. They really haven't thrown the ball a whole lot. They only threw it 5 times last week, and they haven't thrown it 5 times tonight. So 4th down play for Pikeview on their own 44. Now, what do we got?
flag on the play, delay of game against the Panthers.
Wow. And then you got to delay a game and back them up 5 more out of a timeout. Yeah, so really a real mental collapse. And now
it wasn't a timeout. It was a penalty.
A penalty
so
on top
once
of
the
a
ball
penalty.
was spotted,
That's right. What they had, you had a false start, and they backed them up 5.
Yes, and
then you had a delay of game that backs them up 5 more, and now you almost got a punt. Yeah, that's for sure. Pikeview did not handle that very well.
They did not handle that one situation very well.
So on 4th down, Pikeview will set the punt, and it'll be Bowman back on one side. Here comes the punt, and Riley Marty back on the other, and the ball will hit short and kind of die right there at the 30-yard line, and Liberty will now take over.
The shortest punt is down at the 30-yard line.
So now, if you're Liberty, you know what you're going to get. Run, and some more runs.
Let's run the ball if you're Liberty, get downhill, pick up some first downs, possibly tack on another score, and get out of here with your first victory of the year.
Yeah, and even if you don't score, just don't turn the ball over, run and punt it away, because now you want to run the clock, and now with a 28-7 lead.
Because your 12th defender now is the fourth quarter clock.
Yeah, that's right. So they'll have it on their own 30-yard line. And Chase Shea has played really well in relief of Jackson Workman, who was injured in the first half, and Shea has really come up big. 1st and 10. It's a shotgun snap. It'll go to Williams, and not much running room there. In fact, there'll be no gain.
22 for Liberty. Isaac Williams.
But Isaac Williams has had a really good game. He's got 3 touchdown runs here tonight and 2 two-point conversions.
And getting the tough yards, though.
Yeah.
And I said this, you remember early in the first quarter, what I like about Isaac Williams, he's falling forward when you make contact, he's usually picking up yards or getting back to the line of scrimmage as he did there.
And the one thing that's working is the play clock, and it's at 20, and Liberty really doesn't have to be in any hurry when they snap the ball here. 2nd and 10 for Liberty on their own 30-yard line.
Same formation. Let's see if they run the same exact play.
And they'll put a man in motion. A little trickery and kind of like a direct snap, and really couldn't see who's got the ball there. They only moved the pile a couple of yards to the 32.
And it would be the second carry for Landon Lusk right there, Maris. The up back, as you said, got the short little snap.
Yeah.
And picked up maybe 2.
Yeah, 2 out to the 32. So 3rd and 8. But the first half, Pikeview turned it over 3 times, and Liberty able to score on 2 of those turnovers and able to take a 20-0 lead to the locker room. Each team has traded touchdown drives in the second half. 28-7 is where we are now. This is a straight run. This is Bowman. Bowman breaks a couple of tackles, but he's not going to get to the spot to gain. It'll be 4th down, and Liberty will have to punt.
Yeah, and if you're Liberty, no hesitation here.
Oh, yeah, you're going to punt, play defense.
Run it out and kick it and lean on the defense.
So 4th down, and, yeah, you would think that they would definitely punt. 4th and 3. I mean, you wouldn't want, if you go for it and you don't make it, look where you give them the ball at inside the 40, and it looks like maybe, I don't know if they're going to let the clock run down and call a timeout. There's 20 on the play clock. And it doesn't look like that Liberty's going to snap it.
In that situation, why would you call a timeout?
I don't know.
Run it and call a timeout. I mean, you're eating it to the
but that's what they're going to do.
Game clock.
Yep, you're right, Eric. I agree. They're coming up 1 second. They'll call a timeout.
I mean, that's why I don't coach.
Yeah.
But
timeout, Liberty.
So they call a timeout. While they call a timeout, we want to tell you about some of our sponsors. We appreciate United Coal being one of our sponsors. As United Coal and Infinity Coal, they're always looking for people that are needing jobs, looking for jobs. Is they offer a no premium, no deductible health insurance with dental and vision coverage. They also offer a company paid life insurance, prescription drug coverage, and a company matching 401k plan. That's United and Infinity Coal. Also, the game tonight brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. State Farm agent Scotty Brown is there for you. 681-238-6130. So I'm with you, Eric. That's the reason I don't coach either, but I'm surprised that they just wouldn't have punted the ball instead of run the clock down and take that timeout.
Yeah, because 2 things I said was what their 12th defender was, to win this game is a running clock. You kill the clock to come out.
And they're going for it.
Okay.
So I guess if you call the timeout, you don't want to call a timeout to punt, right?
Exactly.
If you're going to call a timeout, you might as well go for it.
Let's see what they dial up.
So 4th and 3. They have the ball Yep, they got about 3 yards. It's going to be, there's a flag on the play. He's not going to make the first down as Williams. Now depends on the flag. If Pikeview lined up off sides, that'll be a first down.
It was a very quick, it's going to be motion.
Yeah, false start maybe on, and if it is a false start, Pikeview will take over on downs because they're not going to get there to get the first down.
Penalty will be against Liberty.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Liberty did not punt the ball there because there was a false start and they're going to come up short.
Start against the Raiders, that penalty will be declined. Turnover on downs, first down Panthers.
So Pikeview will get the ball on downs after Liberty failed to make that first down, and the penalty was on Liberty for a false start. So that will put Pikeview inside the 40-yard line. They'll put the ball down at the 39-yard line of Liberty with the first down. Yeah, I thought that they would just punt it away and play defense. So Pikeview will take over from the Liberty 39. Mullins up under center. Could be a running play, and that's not going to go really nowhere. And it's really going to be hard for Pikeview to really get back in the game as, you know, there's just no running room there for Peyton Mounts.
And maybe that played into the decision of Liberty to not punt, lean on the defense because, you know, the Pikeview offense is not very diverse at the moment, just run heavy. So, and there's a penalty on the play. We didn't see the flag.
Yeah, and the penalty's against Pikeview. So they'll back them up and see what the penalty is. Maybe were they set? Looks like a 5-yard penalty. Or nope, maybe more. Nope, it's a big one. It's a 15-yard penalty. The ball goes across midfield, goes all the way back to their side of the field at the 46-yard line, and what do we got? Got a personal foul. Now, if that's a dead ball, the play will count. So I'm not sure if that will be a dead ball foul. Or if
I have to
that
tell you, I
would be
actually did not see the flag until they picked it up.
Yeah, I'm looking for the down marker across the way to see what down it's going to be.
Third down.
Well, it shouldn't be third because that was only second. So that down will count. That was a dead ball foul. So on second down, here's a play action pass. Mullins rolls out, looking to throw. Now he's going to take off a run, and he's not going to gain much. He'll get to midfield, and it'll be third and long.
Mullins with the quarterback keep. Tackled by Liberty's number 35, Landon Lust.
So the ball's at midfield, and they've got to pick up 20 yards. They got to get down. Well, they got to get inside the 30. They got to go to the 29-yard line of Liberty for a first down. So they need 21 yards on this third down play. So you're thinking maybe you pick half of it up on third down and go for it on fourth down.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Get it to where you can
make it manageable. Yeah. So from midfield.
You have man coverage, but they've never tried to expose that.
No. Now they'll roll Mullins out. He'll throw short. It's intercepted.
Williams.
This might go for a touchdown. Williams to the 30. They won't get him, or will they? No. What a great move. Cuts back in. Touchdown, Liberty. Isaac Williams. What a game he has had here tonight, folks.
That'll be his
fourth touchdown.
Yeah, 28 points.
And 2 2-point conversions. Wow. What a great job. We watched the replay. Williams reads it all the way in the flat. The pick six. 52-yard return, and watch the play right here. A nifty little move as he stopped right here, whoop, and lets the quarterback go by him and then cut back and into the end zone. What a beautiful, sensational play. A 52-yard interception return, and that takes the lead now to 34-7.
Well, I don't know what all the other area young men are doing tonight, but Isaac Williams just put his name in a hat for Area Player of the Week.
No question.
I mean,
no
what
question.
An effort.
So you're talking about 4 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions.
And an interception, though.
Yeah, a pick six.
At least pick six. So,
pick six. And he's been Mr. Everything for Liberty here tonight. So they're going to line up and go for 2, and that pretty much will seal the deal. And now I see that's starting to put the Pikeview faithful to the exits. Here Shea rolls out, throws the pass in the end zone. It's a little high. The 2-point conversion fails.
Shea throws a good ball, though.
But like I said, Eric, that's starting to put him in the exits. So your new score, as we give you the scoring recap brought to you by Pepsi, is 34-6 as Liberty's the latest touchdown, a 52-yard interception return from Isaac Williams, as he was able to jump the route here on the near side flat, take it the distance. The 2-point conversion fails. 34-6. I beg your pardon. 34-7 is the Liberty lead. As an exclamation point on the night that Isaac Williams has had. He's had 3 rushing touchdowns, a pick 6 for a touchdown, and 2 2-point conversions. And boy, like I said, Eric, not necessarily just the player of the area. He might even be one of the top performances of the whole state.
Yeah, this has been a great performance by Williams, and any momentum that Pikeview had in that third quarter, Liberty was able to really snuff it out with some big plays, and it looks like they'll not only hold on but come down here and handle business at Pikeview
in a big way. So it looks like Liberty only won 2 games each of the last 2 seasons, and they're going to be halfway to their entire win total all of last year with this big win on the road tonight.
You and I talked, though, even after the loss to Polka, they went toe-to-toe with Polka. In that game, Polka made a few big plays up top, and this team is a lot, much improved.
Well, when people ask me about Liberty, and I said this, and I said, these kids have worked hard. Coach Workman's done a great job. I said, I didn't know how many games they would win, but their team here in 2024 will be better than they were in 22 and 23, and I think that's the case as this kickoff goes out of bounds. And like I said, I don't know what that will turn out as how many wins they will get. And I do believe they're going to win more than 2 games, like I said, what they've won each of the last 2 seasons.
Yes, and you're exactly right. And you're seeing out of Coach Workman with this team, a young team grew up a little bit last year, and each game they're getting better and better, and that's what you want.
Well, winning is big, but especially when you can do it on the road in a convincing fashion in which Liberty has done it here tonight.
You're exactly right, and that'll give you confidence, leading into next week.
So with the kick out of bounds, the ball will be placed on the 35-yard line. We don't really know how much time is left because they're keeping it down on the field, but we got to believe that we're probably, I'd say, the quarter's more than half over, I would think. Here comes a running play, and that's going to go for about a yard or 2. But here's the thing moving forward for Pikeview. I think they've got some good young players. I think their quarterback is good. I think Mounts has shown he's good. Williams. They've got to develop, I think you agree, Eric, some type of passing game because they've got really nothing in the passing game.
Yeah, nothing nothing for anyone to fear or prepare for. But the thing is with this Pikeview roster, it's young as well. And I think I looked over it, and I thought 34 players.
Yeah, and they don't have very many seniors.
Senior.
Yeah, I know they didn't have many. Like I said, it's a very young team, but they got to find a way to be able to stretch defenses and get the ball down the field because now they're going to try a pass. They got a new quarterback in there, got a man open. As soon as I say that, they hit the big play. They had a new quarterback into the ball game, and that was a freshman, Trenton Tolliver, who we watched the replay. That was a well-thrown ball as we watched the play. Tolliver throws a strike. They make the connection, and I think that's Mounts that hauls it in down, and they'll put him down at the 23-yard line of Liberty.
Yeah, no, that was 22. On this roster, I have Braden Huggins.
Who caught it or threw it?
Threw it.
Okay, was that 22?
22.
I beg your pardon? Yeah,
yes.
It was 22, not 25.
Yes, 22 under center.
So they're going to run the ball. Here's Mounts. He's got a nice game, breaks a tackle, gets to the edge. He's inside the 10. He's not done yet, and he gets out of bounds down near the 5-yard line. Actually, inside the 5, he's out about the 2. So down to the 2-yard line. Wow, in just 3 plays, boom, boom, just like that. Of course, they hit the big pass play as Braden Huggins, the sophomore quarterback, connected with Mounts on the big pass play. Now it'll be from the 2-yard line. 1st and goal for Pikeview. Here's a quick pitch to the near side. Mounts will just walk in for the touchdown. And Eric, it's odd or funny. As soon as I said that they need to be able to throw the ball down the field.
Yeah,
they hit that big pass play.
Big seam route, and as you stated, the young man that came in gave them a little boost here.
That was a 4-play, 65-yard drive. Mounts caps it off with a 2-yard touchdown run. And now the new score is 34-13, and Pikeview will try the extra point replacement. The snap is high. They blow it dead. I'm not sure what happened. And they're going to call offsides on Liberty. And now if it's offsides on Liberty, Pikeview might elect to go for 2 here. So I think they're going to go for 2 here as they move the ball up.
And they've had success with Mounts picking up 3 to 4 yards a carry, mostly in that third quarter. So
yeah, I'm sorry we can't tell you how much time's left in this game because the scoreboard has not worked all night, and we don't know we know the score, but we don't know the time, of course. So they elect not to go for 2. They're going to kick it anyway, and like I said, they got a really good kicker, so he punches that through. So your new score is now Liberty 34 and Pikeview 14. That was a 4-play, 65-yard drive. And they had a big pass play a part of that drive, but Mounts able to finish it off with a 2-yard touchdown run. Your scoring recap brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. Nothing tastes good in a blue can as Pepsi. So, like I said, we don't know how much time's left, but Eric, I got to believe we're probably – I'm guessing probably 5 minutes or under 5 minutes left in this game.
Probably under 5 minutes to go in this game. And if anytime you ever needed an onside kick, it would be right now if you're Pikeview.
And you think that that's definitely what Pikeview would do. 34-13, of course, Liberty's led from the outset. They got off to a 20-0 lead, and they've never looked back. That was a score at halftime. And now each team has exchanged 2 touchdowns here in the second half. And the lead is, Liberty has kept the lead. Pikeview's played even with them in the second half, but 3 turnovers for Pikeview really done them in, and also 31 plays in the first half by Liberty to only 11 for Pikeview.
Yeah, and they had a steep hill to climb, Pikeview did, and Liberty did a good job of capitalizing on the turnovers.
And there's the onside kicker, actually trying not so much as an onside kick, but just trying to pooch it up. But once again, another good play made by Chase Shea. You got your good hands team in there, and Shea able to haul it in and do the smart thing, just go down. So Liberty will have the ball, and let's see where they put the ball at. 31-yard line. And like I said, just got to be curious of how much time is left. We're just trying to guesstimate there on the screen because the clock has not worked all night.
So our unofficial scorekeeper has it at 4 minutes and 28 seconds, so it's probably somewhere around 3.
And there's a discussion among the officials. Don't know what that discussion would be. Maybe where they're going to put the ball at.
You know what they're saying? Man, this game is going a little too smooth.
Yeah. So from the 31, Liberty will have it. And I'm sure just trying to run out the clock as they lead by 3 scores. It's a running play to Bowman, and he'll get the ball up over the 35-yard line, out to the 36-yard line, and he'll pick up 5 on the play.
And that's what you need. Positive plays and first downs if you're Liberty to not give the ball back to Pikeview and get you a win on the road.
And like I said, no hurry. There's, they just now put 30 on the play clock, and they have to be, snap it with 1 or 2 seconds remaining. While we got a minute, do you have some score updates?
Yeah, at halftime, Martinsburg 34, Huntington 15. Spring Valley at halftime's up on Hurricane 35-28.
Yeah, we have the game right here on our video.
And
right there, Fairmont up big.
Oh, yeah, Fairmont's rolling 55-0 in the third.
So over Robert C. Byrd.
Robert C. Byrd, that'll be a rolling clock here to start the fourth.
Here's a running play. That's going to be a Liberty first down out to the 45-yard line. And you got to think that's Williams, and you got to think maybe a couple more first downs, and that ought to be the game. But what a big night for Isaac Williams on the 45. Isaac Williams, Eric, he scored 4 touchdowns, 3 on the offensive end, 1 with the pick 6, and has ran in 2 two-point conversions.
I mean, that's a nice day at the office if you're Isaac Williams.
That's a nice season for a lot of guys. That's one night for him. Liberty in no hurry, 10 on the play clock. Of course, I'm sure the players and the coaches down on the field, they know how much time's left. As Williams will get the – actually, it was not Williams. Got a new player in the game with 24 that will carry that. That's Akert that will carry it. So Akert on the carry, and that'll be no gain. I hear a siren, but I don't know where that's coming from.
Yeah, left the field. It was here, so I guess it's going on the call.
For a minute, I thought that was to end the game, that was the like the – sometimes you have a siren like that instead of to end the game. But it looks like Liberty's kind of in victory formation here. And that'll be a keeper. There's a flag comes in. Another flag comes in. And then, that's what you hate. You're trying to run out the clock, and you just hate –
Big time hold.
Yeah,
yes.
you hate flags to come in. And that was a quick flag. I mean, they barely got that play going before that flag came in.
Came in immediately.
And as you said, that's a big-time hold. That'll move them back. This is a solid win for Liberty, though, here tonight. And, not only that, you have to see what the condition is with Jackson Workman. And, we don't want to speculate. I don't know how severe he was hurt. Maybe they just thought that they didn't need to take a chance to put him back in the game.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe an ankle, something like that got turned, and hopefully he'll be able to make a speedy recovery.
So the ball will go back to the 35-yard line. It is going to be a really joyful bus ride back to Glen Daniel for this Liberty team. This is a well-earned victory here tonight on the road. And once again, no hurry to snap the ball. Be a running play right up the middle, and that will go for a yard or two. That's about it. And that'll bring up third down.
22 Williams, the ball carrier for the Raiders, tackled by Pikeview's 32 Logan Cook.
So by our running clock, it's under a minute 20 now. So if you're Liberty, you think 2 plays if we're anything close.
Yeah, if we're anywhere close to what we have on the screen, and we are guesstimating that, yeah, they can just maybe run the ball 2 more times, and that would be the game.
And I'm thinking we're pretty close because the way they're getting up to the line of scrimmage and running it down, the play clock probably won't snap it until 1 second left on the play clock, and that could be the next to last play.
And they'll run the ball again. And let's see, like I said, there couldn't be that much time left, and that could basically be the game.
Yeah, because it's reset to 40.
Yeah, and now, well, the clock comes, it had zeros on it, but there couldn't be a whole lot of time left. And I think Liberty knows that they won't even maybe have to get this last play off. We'll have a quick wrap-up in our Pioneer Community Bank post-game show. Liberty's going to win the game. They're going to go 1-1. Pikeview will remain winless. They'll be 0-2. And that's probably the game right there. That might be the final play of the game. That is the game. So the game is over. Your final score is Liberty 34, Pikeview 14. Liberty with the win. They go 1-1, and Pikeview goes 0-2. We'll take a quick fourth quarter break and then come back and get you ready for the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show coming up next here on Video Productions.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert Z. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
About to go on the most important journey, it matters who you choose to start it with. From your very first prenatal appointment, Access Health's dedicated team is here to support you with the latest technology and personalized care. Preparing for your little one's arrival is a special time. And when the big day arrives, you can be confident knowing you have the same team to guide and support you. Access Health, your partner in health every step of the way.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
And we welcome you to the Pioneer Community Bank post-game show here at Pikeview High School. I'm Maris Lauer with Eric Thomas, Chris Ferris, our stat man on hand, Jackie Moon, the cameraman, and last but certainly not least, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. And produce and direct another fantastic game. And if you're Liberty, wow, it's going to be a very happy bunch on their way back to Glen Daniel as Liberty comes in here and they really punch Pikeview in the mouth. They win the game, Eric, 34-13, and really they set the tone really on that first drive, the very first drive of the ball game, an 11-play, 63-yard drive, beg pardon, 11-play, 63-yard drive, all on the ground, and they really won the point of attack. And you made the comment during the broadcast, they won the war up front. They got in the end zone. They turned Pikeview over 3 times. Pikeview had a fumble on kickoff. They had a fumble from scrimmage. They threw an interception. And out of those 3 turnovers, Liberty was able to score twice and build a 20-0 lead at halftime. And then they played even in the second half. Liberty wins going away 34-13.
Yeah, Liberty came in and really asserted itself, Maris, in that first quarter and set the tone for the game and really never really looked back. I mean, Pikeview picked up that late score and really drove it down their throat in the third quarter. And we thought that Pikeview had a little momentum. It was a 3rd and long when Liberty was able to hit the big play to get back into Pikeview territory. And then after that, I thought they went back to what got them the lead in the first place, was able to run the ball. And what a heck of a play defensively by Isaac Williams to really turn the tide and pick one off and take it to the house.
Yeah, speaking of Isaac Williams, he was clearly not just the player of this game, but he's probably one of the top players in the state of West Virginia, and we'll get in his numbers in our next segment. But one thing I can tell you is he had 4 touchdowns tonight, 3 on the offensive end, and he had 2 two-point conversions and a pick 6, like you said. And also Liberty will have to see the condition of Jackson Workman, who was injured in that first half, and he didn't return. Liberty wins the ball game 34-14. We'll take a break here in the Pioneer Community Bank post-game show. When we come back, Eric will have the numbers for you, and we'll do that on the flip side here on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton. Or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
And we welcome you back to the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show here at Gardner, West Virginia at Pikeview High School. As Liberty gets their first win of the season, they defeat Pikeview 34-14. And for the numbers of the ball game, here's Eric.
Yeah, Maris, Liberty was able to come on the road and really churn up some yards on the ground early in the first half. They finished with 237 total yards. They had 160 on the ground and 77 through the air. And my man Isaac Williams had 3 touchdowns on the evening. He had 16 carries and 34 yards on the night. Chris Bowman for Liberty chipped in. He had 13 carries and 70 yards. And Jackson Workman, before he got hurt, had 8 carries and 41 yards for the Raiders. In relief for Workman was Chase Shea. He came in and completed a couple passes. He ended up 3 of 3 on the night for 77 yards and a touchdown. So he was able to come in and just keep the offense moving. Liberty held Pikeview to 172 yards, only 43 through the air, 129 on the ground, and what an effort from Peyton Mounts for Pikeview, as he had 16 carries, 90 yards, and 1 touchdown.
So big win for Liberty on the road. Isaac Williams, 4 touchdowns tonight, 3 on the offensive end, as you stated, 1 defensively. He also had 2 two-point conversions. What a big night for Isaac Williams, and Liberty wins the ball game by the final score of 34-14. And you know, Eric, now in 2 weeks, you've got Polka beating Liberty last week 34-8, the winning score of 34, and then Liberty here tonight 34. So in 2 weeks, 34 has been the magic number.
The magic number. I guess we'll say the first to 34. Maybe in the next game we'll get the win. But I was proud of the Liberty team, how they bounced back. Any coach you want to see, you know, your team show some resilience, and they came back, really stuck it to Pikeview early and often, and got away with a victory.
All right, we'll take our final Pioneer Community Bank post-game break, come back, and we'll wrap this one up, tell you about our next couple of broadcasts coming up next week, and we'll do it on the other end of the break here on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
When you're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
How much is that doggy in the window?
Let the sun shine in. Get started today with new windows and doors from Window World of Beckley. What better way to do that than our energy-efficient windows and doors for every budget and style? We offer superior products, professionally installed at a guaranteed low price. We offer great financing options too. So why wait? Transfer your home today with Window World of Beckley and let the sun shine in.
And we welcome you back to the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show, our final one of the night. And Eric, a big win for the Liberty Raiders. They go 1-1 on the year. They beat Pikeview 34-14. Pikeview is 0-2. So, Eric, your final take of this big Liberty victory.
Yeah, I think that the Liberty team is growing each week, and my final take is if they just live off of this momentum, get back in film, and get ready for Mingo Central and grow.
All right, well, next week, double duty for you and I. We'll have a middle school game on Thursday. It'll be Park taking on Independence. That's at Coal City, West Virginia. Will be on at 5:35. That's a 6 o'clock kickoff for the middle school game. And then next Friday night, week 3 of the high school football season, will be at Van Meter Stadium in Beckley. It'll be Parkersburg South. The last score you gave them, I think they were playing University tonight, right, Eric? They were winning big, and Beckley winning big on the road at Greenbrier East tonight.
Yeah, and that will be a good matchup. Well, in the third quarter, Parkersburg South was up 34-20 over University.
A 2-touchdown lead there. So we'll see how that works out after South lost last week. So that'll wrap it up here from Gardner, West Virginia, here at Pikeview High School. We appreciate everybody being so nice to us and giving us a great spot here in the press box for our entire crew. For the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, for Jackie Moon, our camera guy, and for Chris Ferris, the stat guy, for Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry, repeating the final score. Liberty beats Pikeview 34-14. Good night, everybody.